weather's so rough, we need a Tuesday filled with beefy tortillas shared with good friends. If so, why don't we have Wellington Wednesdays, Stroganoff Saturdays, and heck, Meatball Mondays? Then, Mondays would just be another reason.
Story of high school football on game nights as it unfolds with a Hootens.com high school scoreboard powered by First Security. You'll also see a video feature on Van Buren running back Cameron Keller. He's this week's First Community Bank Scholar Athlete of the Week. Just a few more weeks before playoff time. Be sure to come back at this time on this station next week to join Barry Grooms and me for another America's Car-Mart Football Report. I'm David Wallace. Until then, we'll see you at the stadium.
It's time now for Yellow Jacket football. The Yellow Jackets are looking for a great season as Coach Dufresne, one of the most successful active football coaches in high school, will lead this large returning class of players and new players into the season, hoping to follow up on last year's outstanding record of 8 consecutive playoff appearances with a class of outstanding athletes. Tonight's game is brought to you by these fine sponsors: First Security Bank, Justin's Collision Repair and Towing, Joe Lee Chevrolet, The River Company Insurance, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, Blagg Law Firm, Davis Cash Lumber, Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Ozark Health Medical Center, Goods Cash Saver, Petit Jean Fiber, Conway Regional Medical Center, and by North Arkansas Community College and all of the fine Yellow Jacket boosters. Tonight's live video stream on YouTube and Facebook, brought to you by Petit Jean Fiber and by First Arkansas Bank and Trust and by Hogs and Heifers Sports Bar and Grill. And the player of the game each week brought to you by First Arkansas Bank and Trust in Clinton. Now, let's join our announcers for tonight's game. KHPQ Sports Director Jeff Hall and producer-announcer Mike Hawley. Get ready for tonight's Yellow Jacket football action on KHPQ. Video production by Aaron Duhan.
Paul, Mike Hawley is here. Aaron Duhan is here, our video engineer for tonight's broadcast. We're just moments away from the kickoff. The Clinton Yellow Jackets versus the Waldron Bulldogs. We're a long way from Van Buren County. We're over in Waldron. And looking forward to the big game tonight. We may have to break away in just a moment for the national anthem. I think that'll be coming up. The players, the captains are out on the field for the pregame toss. Yellow Jacket fans are making their way into the stadium seats just below our broadcast position. We'll be on the visiting side tonight. We've got our own press box here with the Yellow Jacket fans, cheerleading squad, and band, so that'll be fun tonight. Maybe even have a chance to talk to some of those folks before the night is over. We're certainly glad you could be with us here on 92.1 FM all over North Central Arkansas, on the internet, anywhere in the world at www.khpq.com. Just go to the homepage, listen live, and tune in to tonight's broadcast. If you're on a mobile device, a phone or a tablet, download the Hot Country KHPQ app from the Android store. Live stream the broadcast, all of KHPQ's programming as well, maybe even the TuneIn Radio app. If you've got it in your phone, just do a search for 92.1 FM KHPQ. And to watch tonight's broadcast, courtesy of First Arkansas Bank and Trust, Petit Jean Fiber, and Hogs and Heifers, it's the live stream on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, the KHPQ Facebook page. We'll have it all here for you. Settle in for the next 2.5 hours for the broadcast. We'll step away for just a moment. When we return, we'll get you set for kickoff. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets. Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best.
There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery, 745-2992.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, The Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, Main Street Floors, Susie Allen Salon, Johnny's Automotive, by TLC Bookkeeping, by Regions Bank, by Miller Sanitation, by Van Buren County Veterinary Clinic. These fine sponsors bring you tonight's game.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket Sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports.
And we're back live from Waldron. Let's bring Mike Holly in just moments away. Let's get you set for kickoff.
Yeah, Yellow Jackets are raring to go tonight after the longest road trip of the year so far for the Yellow Jackets. And we are in far southwest Arkansas here on the campus of Waldron High School at the Jack Berry, it's Bulldog Stadium here in Waldron. The Yellow Jackets come in. They're ranked number 13 in the state this week by Hooten's Arkansas football. The Jackets are 6-1 on the year. 3-1 in conference play. Head coach Chris Dufran now 153 wins, 109 losses in his career. Waldron comes in with a record of 2-5. They're 1-3 in conference play. First-year head coach Doug Milholland, and he has been around for a while, though, not just a rookie coach. He's the third coach, though, in 3 years for Waldron, and the fourth coach in 6 years for the Bulldogs. They've had quite a turnover down here. Last year they went 0-10, but as we said, they've already got 2 victories on the year. The last 3 weeks, though, they have been had to play Dardanelle, Pottsville, and Mena, and have been outscored 166-38. But one of their 2 wins was a shocker back in week number 4 when they upset Ozark here, a perennial power in the they were the preseason pick in the conference. Ozark and Waldron beat them here. A huge win for the Bulldog program. And so head coach Doug Milholland here. He has 7 years as a head coach, or 7 years as an assistant coach, 3 years as the defensive coordinator at DeWitt. And last year, DeWitt won 10 games and played for a conference title for the first time in 30 years. So he's been around a program that had to be rebuilt, and he's trying to do it here at Waldron. He also is a pretty good coach because he took the DeWitt softball team last year to the state semifinals. Last week, the Yellow Jackets rolled over Dover 47-16. Brody Dufran threw 2 touchdown passes, and 5 different Yellow Jackets ran for touchdowns. It was a bounce-back win for the Jackets after losing the previous week to Dardanelle. The Jackets jumped out to a 21-0 lead in the first quarter on touchdowns by Rylan Jones, Sam Standridge, and a fumble recovery in the end zone by Cash Carpenter. The Jackets led 28-8 at the half. The 2 teams hooked up for 27 points in the third quarter. Clinton got touchdowns from Caleb McCarver, Zach Hunt Gonzalez, and Harold McNabb. Harold led all rushers last week for the Yellow Jackets with 65 yards. Brody Dufresne was 9 of 15 through the air for 145 yards and 2 touchdowns. Waldron lost last week to Mina by a score of 45-12. Waldron's Cole Bailey ran for 100 yards and had 8 tackles in last week's loss to Mina. Garrett Morse had 7 tackles, including 2 sacks for the Bulldog defense. In the series between these two teams, you only have 2 games, and the Yellow Jackets lead the series 2 games to none. You have to go all the way back to 2006 and 2007. The Yellow Jackets won 34-14 back in 2006, and they won 46-28 back in 2007. The last time the Yellow Jackets played here in Waldron, and it was not on this field, it was down the road. That was September the 22nd of 2006. Clinton beat Waldron 34-14. And so the Yellow Jackets making their way out onto the field. I want to mention Waldron. They beat Paris to open the season 27-21 after going 0-10. That was a huge win for the program. And then, as I said, they shocked the state with a 22-15 win over Ozark right here in Bulldog Stadium. They returned 7 players on offense, 5 on defense. They think they're a little bit deeper at the line of scrimmage than they have been in the past. And so it should be a good ball game. Now, every time you go on the road, it's always going to be you got to play your best, and the Yellow Jackets will have to play well tonight. You don't want to turn the ball over here on the road and let the home team have a little bit of life. But the Waldron's coming in on a 3-game losing streak, and the Yellow Jackets with a win tonight would clinch their 9th straight trip to the playoffs, which would extend a school record. So a lot riding on the game tonight with a win here. And that sets up all kinds of possibilities as the Yellow Jackets come home to finish the season in the next 2 weeks. So the Jackets head midfield, and they're going to kick off to start this one.
You want to try with the window?
As Waldron will get the ball to open the ball game.
Yellow Jackets will be dressed in white tonight, trimmed in gold, along with the gold helmets. Waldron, their colors black and orange. Try this and see. They'll have black bottoms, orange tops, black helmets. See what that looks like. The window's open. You want the window open here? I don't know. You want to try it? Take a little glare off. Final game preparations. We got Coach Pearman in the box tonight. Get to visit. He's going to join us here on the visitor press box. We are open air, and we are ready for football. And got a good. I walked into the stadium, and I said, this is like a college stadium. Big, wide open. Got a big track. Got a turf field. And I think they told me since 2012, or 12 years they've had it. Got a really nice press box across the way on the home side. Went over there and toured around Viz a little bit. And good hospitality. We've got our own box tonight on the visiting side. And right here with the Yellow Jacket fans. And looking forward to this one. A lot on the line. We listened to Hooten's Arkansas football before the game. If you listen to the America's Car Mart pregame show, we did hear Barry Grooms talking about this game earlier today on 103.7. The kick is in there by Derek Infante. It's back to the 5-yard line. Bulldogs return from there up to the 10 and going to be tackled at about the 13-yard line. So a good deep kick by Derek Infante, and they'll pin the Bulldogs back inside their own 15-yard line.
Yeah, Waldron will take over. I think that's going to be at the 17-yard line. So Waldron will
17.
take over.
We have
so
to watch
a 360-degree switch this year for Waldron. The last year's coach, Coach White, came in for 1 year. He's now moved on to a assistant's role with the University of Arkansas Razorbacks. He tried to put the flex bone in last year, and they've gone back to a spread offense.
Here it is, the shotgun snap, handoff to the left side, being stretched out to the sideline by the defense of that Yellow Jackets, and actually going to lose a yard, lose 2, lose 3 yards on the first play from scrimmage for the Bulldogs, bring up 2nd down and 13.
Last year they scored only 80 points total last year. Already this year they've scored 109 points. This is game number 8, and so last year they averaged 8 points a game for 10 games. So far this year they've averaged 15.5 points a game.
Shotgun snap, step to the left, looking to pass down the left side to the sideline, kind of throw it up out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd down and 13 coming up for the Bulldogs here early on their own 14-yard line.
And going with the sophomore quarterback had a quarterback last year, got injured halfway through the year, came back, and Eli Kluthe, Kluthe, is the quarterback. He's 5'9", 180 pounds, but they went from the flex bone, almost always on the ground, to now you'll see 3 wide outs spread out on one side of the field, one on the other.
Shotgun snap, middle pocket, pressure, throw, intercepted, 10-5, dive towards the end zone, going to come up just short at the 1, maybe the 2-yard line, intercepted by the Yellow Jackets. And is that Caleb McCarver?
Zach Hunt Gonzalez.
Zach Hunt Gonzalez.
From his linebacker spot, kind of dropped back into coverage. And a good rush by the Yellow Jackets to flush the quarterback out, force him to roll to the left and throw across his body.
And the football's going to end up on the Waldron 2. Yellow Jacket offense looking to punch it in here early. We're less than a minute into the ballgame. 11:36 in the opening quarter. Going to be the first play from scrimmage for the Yellow Jackets. Brody Dufresne, the junior quarterback, under center. The wing T takes the snap. Turn, give, handoff, right side between the tackles. Touchdown. Touchdown Clinton, 6-0 over the Waldron Bulldogs here. 11:31 in the opening quarter.
Well, it just took Yellow Jackets 29 seconds to get on the board. You like that type of average? And Yellow Jackets, you always love taking over on the 2-yard line. The Yellow Jackets turn the turnover into a touchdown.
And Derek Infante will come on for the kick. The hold by Dufresne. Snap from the 3. The hold at the 10. The kick is up. It's deep. It's high. And it's good. Clinton 7, Waldron 0. First quarter. Stay with us. Turn in just a moment. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pettigene Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Well, the Jackets pick off a pass on third down. Zach Gonzalez gets it back to the 2-yard line, and on the first play from scrimmage, Gonzalez converts it into a touchdown, and the Jackets lead 7-0 after only 29 seconds here in the first quarter.
And Infante's kick, first one was inside the 5. This one's back to about the 9-yard line. The return, middle of the field, and up to the 20. And Waldron will have it there for their second offensive possession. Look at some of those defenders coming out on the field. I see Eli Henson, Copen Ross going to be out there. Harold McNabb, Rayson Littell, Caleb McCarver, Colton Warren, Zach Hunt Gonzalez.
You know, one thing with the deeper kicks this year by Derek Infante, and then the Yellow Jacket kickoff team has really done a good job of getting down the field quickly, pinning these teams a little bit deeper than normal, force them to have to go 80 yards instead of maybe 60 yards.
Everyone in tight for that from Walnut. The handoff going to the right side. Harold McNabb comes up on the corner there on the end, steps up, gets low, able to hang on, make the tackle. And not much on that one. Maybe they move it a couple of yards, pick up a 2, bring up second down and 8.
Yeah, the top running back is Cole Bailey. That's number 22. He had 100 yards last week against Mina. They have 3 offensive linemen back from last year. The best one is the right tackle, who had a lot of college evaluations this past summer.
Everyone in tight again. Shotgun snap, quarterback straight up the middle. And into the pile, not much, a yard or 2. I visited with Coach Jordan Benson before the football game, talked about defense. What are some defensive keys? He said stop the quarterback blast. Maybe the first time we've seen that on the quarterback dive, just straight up the middle. He said you're also going to see some special, a lot's going to be big tonight for Clinton's defensive tackles in the ball game, and that's going to start out being Copen Ross and Zach Shaver. That's your 2 middlemen on that defensive line for the Yellow Jackets. 3rd and 7 for Waldron. Their own
showing run blitz, trying to fill those gaps. Now they step out. Now Gadbury steps up in a gap.
The middle linebacker spot. He's behind Colton Ross. See what happens. Now he will step back, snap the football, roll the right, quick pass, right sideline. Caught, but pushed out of bounds at the 25. A pickup of 2. Going to bring up 4th down and 5, I believe, for the Bulldogs.
Once again, the Yellow Jackets without big Alec Huey again tonight. He's out this week. He is in doing some physical therapy to try to get back, but he plays a lot on not only his left tackle spot, but you'd see him a lot of times on that defensive line. So other guys now stepping up, trying to fill those shoes. That's
number 72. You probably can pick him up on the camera from Aaron Duhan. He's on the Yellow Jacket sideline. Got his jersey on, but shorts. The kick, Colton Warren, and it's loose on the turf. And let's see, if he wasn't down, it may be a turnover, a fumble back at the 40. That's going to be the signal. Colton had his hands on it down on the turf. Colton's body may have been on the turf as well. I don't know if he ever secured it and had possession. The ball may be loose, and it looks like the officials are going to say Waldron football.
That was a tough one. It was about ankle high. He tried to make the catch. We've seen him do that before. That time, though, he couldn't catch it cleanly, trickled off his hands, and the gunner coming down, it was him one-on-one. A race for the football, and Waldron's got to come up with it here with great field position at the Yellow Jacket 40.
And so both teams with an early turnover. Waldron's turnover led to a touchdown. The Yellow Jackets getting the football on the 2. Waldron, after the Yellow Jacket turnover, they'll have it at the Clinton 40-yard line. Shotgun snap, looking to pass, pressure up the middle. Caught in the middle at the 40, now making a run to the left side in traffic. Looks to be up near the 30-yard line. That'll be close to a first down. We'll see where the spot is.
Number 8 makes the stop,
Colton Warren on the tackle.
Let the Yellow Jacket rush come through. That was a middle screen. Good play that time by Waldron. The Yellow Jackets have been really aggressive on these first 2 possessions by Waldron. That time the Bulldogs kind of use that aggressiveness against the Yellow Jackets.
It is a first down. Now Waldron spread a bit. 3 to the receivers to the right, 1 on the left. Throw it back to the right. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. And going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Harold McNabb with another tackle here early in the ball game. It looks like they'll give him his forward progress at the catch, maybe up at the 31, but a good job by McNabb.
McNabb read that one all the way. Kind of a tunnel screen. He knew it was coming. And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, never had a chance to turn his shoulders and get upfield. A great play by McNabb.
Harold was one of our first Arkansas Bank and Trust players of the game, wasn't he? Just was that a week ago in the contest? We had Cash Carpenter. Was it Harold McNabb? And
yeah, Harold had 65 yards to lead the Yellow Jackets in rushing last week.
He had a good start tonight on the defensive side of things for number 16. Now back in the shotgun. 1 receiver, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Take the snap, roll to the left. Got a blocker. Going to throw it down the field. And knocked away by Colton Warren. Incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Good job by Colton Warren right there. As soon as the ball got to the receiver, knocked it away. And you can see they have a lot of respect for the Yellow Jackets pass rush because they moved the quarterback, moved him on the roll to the left side, try to buy him a little bit extra time. But he is throwing across his body when he rolls to the left. Now it's 3rd down, probably 4 down territory for Waldron.
Now, Colton's grandmother, Jonelle Warren, she says, "Go Jackets." I don't know if she's on Nell Joe Street tonight at home or if she's here. I know she's usually always at the ball game, but take the snap, roll to the left, down the field, thrown behind the receiver, but there was good coverage by Warren again. Incomplete, 4th and 10. Waldron's at their 30-yard line, and
well, the sophomore quarterback looked like he had room to run that time, but went ahead and chose to throw the football, threw it behind the receiver. Good coverage again by the Yellow Jackets, but if he's probably a seasoned quarterback, he probably would have took off running the far side of the field. Now it's 4th down. The Yellow Jackets have a chance to get Waldron off the field. This drive started at the Yellow Jacket 40.
They're going to go for it. It's 4th and 10. It may be closer to 4th and 11. Looking to pass. Going to throw it deep down the left side. 1-on-1. Turn, spin, 2 defenders. Incomplete. Ball's loose in the end zone, and the ball's going to go over on downs. The Yellow Jacket defense has held, and the offense will come out, take it over at their own 30-yard line.
Had a good job. Double coverage. McCarver and Sam Standridge down there. Look like the receiver changed directions twice. I'm not if he was maybe trying to adjust to the pass, but then Sam Standridge came over the top, knocked it away, and the Yellow Jacket defense comes up big after Waldron had a chance as they recovered the fumble at the Yellow Jacket 40.
Had that been Yellow Jacket football, I wonder if this would have been a long field goal attempt by Derek Infante. It's turf field, maybe perfect conditions tonight, and we'll see if he gets a chance later in this one. Handoff, left side. Rylan Jones gets the carry. 1-2-3 Bulldogs. Going going to take Ryland down at about the 33. It's good to see Ryland back. You know, he went out early. Was it in the first series, maybe the second last week? Hurt his ankle a little bit. I heard he still bothered him a little bit through this week at practice, but he's out there tonight, gets his first carry, and he's one of the state's leading ball carriers when he's healthy. I know he missed some yardage last week, missing all of that game, but good to see Ryland back.
Yeah, kind of got him out last week, precautionary against Dover, had the lead, good chance to get him out, get healed up, and he was at practice all week, and will be fast on this turf tonight.
And this time it'll be Dufresne in the shotgun. Zach Gonzalez is in the backfield. A couple of receivers on the right, one on the left, looking to pass quickly, caught out on the right side. One defender, two defenders, tackled at about the 38-yard line. Should be short of the first down. Going to bring up a third down, but that's Jones on the catch. So it's Ryland on the run, Ryland on the reception end, and it's 3rd and 2 for the Yellow Jackets.
Just different ways to get the ball to Ryland Jones in space. If you're a defender and you come up and you don't make the tackle, then you're looking at a big play there. Plus, when he split out that time, you get quite a bit of cushion. And he was open, so it's going to be 3rd down and short for the Yellow Jackets, and Waldron has everybody at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, handoff, right side, off tackle. Looks to be a first down as the ball moves across the 40. Should be at about the 41. And that's Zach Gonzalez for the Yellow Jackets. First, Petty Jean Fiber, first down of the ball game.
We're on that right side behind Cash Carpenter.
They'll give him the 42. Football on the far hash. That's the home side. If you're looking across the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, the KHPQ Facebook page, here it comes. Handoff coming right to left out of the slot. McNabb's got it. Covers the football. 50, 45, getting to the sideline. 40, turns it up the 30, the 20, the 10. One man to beat. Harold McNabb inside the 5. It's going to be a 1st and goal for the Yellow Jackets.
Great run on the counter by McNabb. Almost got in the end zone. Going to mark it. I'm going to mark him out of bounds at about the 8. Looked like he got inside the 5, but I guess the official said he was already out of bounds. But
what a good vision by McNabb.
46 yards on the run.
He started on the right slot on the home hash, ended up all the way on the left side of the field down the sideline. You just kind of see how he kind of weaved his way and got his way with his speed around defenders getting to the side.
He's been really good this year on that counter play.
Here we go, back under center wing tee. The handoff is to McCarver. He's following his blockers. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Clinton 13, Waldron 0, 5:54 in the first quarter.
Good job, 4 plays. Yellow Jackets drive 68 yards for the touchdown. Caleb McCarver caps it off, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jackets are back on the board with 5:54 left. So when you come on the road and you're playing a team that you're the favorite, this is what you want to do. You want to jump on them early and take them and their crowd out of the ball game.
The snap, the hold, the kick by Infante is up, and it's good. Clinton 14, Waldron 0, 5:54 in the first. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support in the places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com. Member FDIC.
Hey everybody, this is Jamie from North Arkansas College. Did you know here at NAC we have programs dedicated solely to your success? Career Pathways is dedicated to helping parents return to college and find gainful employment by helping pay for childcare, tuition, and transportation. Our Educational Opportunity Center helps students through the college admission process, and Student Support Services aids first-generation college students with scholarships, tutoring, and advising. Visit northark.edu/welcome2025 to learn more, and remember, here at NAC, we believe in you.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time.
We're back.
And the Jackets 2 for 2 on offensive possession tonight. The Jackets just go 68 yards after a really good job by the defense. As Waldron took over at the Yellow Jacket 40, the Yellow Jackets forced a turnover on downs. A 46-yard run by Harold McNabb was the big play in the drive, and Caleb McCarver scored the touchdown on an 8-yard run. And we've still got 5:54 left here in the first quarter, and the Jackets already lead 14-0 on a beautiful night here in the Ouachitas in southwest Arkansas.
And the kickoff team, Infante, Cooper Watley's out there, Hayden Jones, Nathan Hutto, Colton Warren, Gitzel's got out on the kick coverage team.
See if Derek can kick them deep one more time. He's got them. Jackets have pinned them inside the 20 on the first 2 kicks.
This from the 40, off the turf. Deep kick. He booms that one into the end zone. It's a touchback, and Infante's on fire tonight. Like to see him have a chance at some field goals as this one goes on, but that'll pin Waldron back at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, kind of used the low liner that time to get more distance, and that was probably halfway into the end zone. In high school football, the kick touches the end zone in any point. It's a touchback, and that's a real weapon because that makes the other team have to go at least 80 yards. In high school football, you got to be pretty good to go 80 yards without a misplay here or there. And so the Yellow Jackets have them backed up one more time here on Waldron's 3rd possession of the game.
And it'll be a shotgun snap. One back, put it in the belly, met in the backfield, driven backwards. Going to be a big loss on the play, but the first one there.
Briar Gadberry.
Gadberry, that middle linebacker spot coming up. I'm not sure if that was that linebacker blitz also in the keys to the game from Coach Jordan Minson. He talked about they want to do a little bit of run blitz tonight, maybe keying off, maybe something the backs do or the line does. And
they're kind of scooting up in there and get to the right or the left of the nose tackle. It really almost puts 2 players maybe in the A gap right there. If Waldron, you got to account for 2 different players in the same gap, and basically he was there as soon as the handoff was made.
And loss of 2, looking to pass, pressure from the right side, down the left, over the head of the intended receiver. That will be incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down. I think that was Caleb McCarver on the coverage on that one.
Yeah, once again, really respect for the Yellow Jacket pass rush because that's what we call max protect. Everybody was in tight with some wings and a tight end, and I only had one receiver really lined out in the pattern. That was, you do max protect when you're worried about a sack. And now it's quickly 3rd and 12. And the Yellow Jackets would love to get right back out there on offense.
Might be one of those, I bet we'll call Eli Henson's name before the night's over, the big defensive end for the Yellow Jackets. He gets back after the quarterbacks. This time it's going to roll to the right. Being chased towards the sideline. It's going to loft it up on the sideline.
Keep his feet
in.
in.
Stay in bounds. Yellow Jackets.
Oh, my goodness.
Intercept the football, falling out of bounds. Joshua Fultz at the 40. He looked like a wide receiver. He saw it coming. He was getting his feet down, trying to stay in bounds. What the official's going to say, he did not stay in. Going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he tried to, as a wide receiver, he tried to toe touch and stay in bounds. He did that perfectly, and the official, that's at the 42-yard line. The official down inside the, 17-yard line. He made that call from the 17 all the way down here to the 42. I'm not sure if he was even ready for that call. He may have been in bounds. Yellow Jacket coaching staff didn't like it, but it is 4th down.
And they will punt the Bulldogs from inside their 10-yard line. Going to be a high kick. It's going to hit at the 46. The Yellow Jackets roll backwards across the 50 to the 48, and the Yellow Jacket offense will have it there. On the Bulldog side of the 50, there is 4 minutes, 54 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Clinton 14, Waldron 0. Yellow Jackets' 3rd offensive possession coming up. 2 for 2 in touchdowns on their first 2 opportunities.
Yeah, last week, Yellow Jackets went to Dover, and almost a similar type situation. Coming into the ball game, you thought you were the favorite, and the Yellow Jackets jumped out to a quick 21-0 lead. They got the same chance here tonight on the road here at Waldron.
Ball in the near hash, just below us. Quick pass. Tipped. Might have been tipped. Liam Hudson couldn't pull that one in on the short side of the field here in front. Let's bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Brody got to get a little bit of air into that one, or just get it over the defender's hand there. And Liam, it looked like he had some running room if it could have got to him. You can see Waldron's been thinking wing T and running. They were running all over the field there trying to get set up, and the Yellow Jackets lined up in the shotgun formation.
Brayson Littell, Eli Henson will shift to the right side. They're going to block for Caleb McCarver. Gets the handoff to the right, gets past the end, stretches it out down the right side. He's going to be wrestled down. Looks to be at about the 41.
And maybe the horse collar tackle at the end of this one. As McCarver was pulled down from behind.
And the officials will talk it over from the 41.5-yard line. And that is the call, my colleague, the horse collar. And that's a penalty put in place to protect the offensive ball carrier, to prevent the defensive player kind of from grabbing them from behind the back of the neck, back of the jersey, pulling them down, pulling them back down on the back of their legs and their knees. And And looks like Caleb, no injury from that, but the call, a 15-yard penalty, and that will move the ball all the way to the Waldron 27-yard line. First down. Dufresne under center, wing T. Short side of the field, home side, take it right to left to the slot, making a move, gets the block, gets the seam, 15, 10, outruns everyone to the end zone, touchdown. Bryson Littell, the senior, is Clinton 20, Waldron 0, 4:20 in the first quarter.
On that counter, and it has worked twice now. 46 yards the first time, 27 yards on this one. And the Jackets have scored again. We've only played 7 minutes and 40 seconds, and the Yellow Jackets already lead 21-0 here at Waldron.
And Infante's a perfect 2 for 2. He's going to get his third opportunity. The snap from the 3, the hold at the 10. Dufresne, the kick is up, and it's good. Clinton 21, Waldron 0, 4:20 in the first. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help the community by lowering some of our prices. Across the board, we've done everything that we could do to lower prices on our services, our cost of labor, our used inventory. We've got to do it in order to be responsive to our community and our customers.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
So the Jackets now 3 for 3 tonight on offensive possessions. A drive of 48 yards for the touchdown. Bryson Littell with the big run, a 27-yard touchdown run. Also mixed in a horse collar penalty in there. The Yellow Jackets lead 21-0. They've had a 2-yard drive, a 40-yard drive, or check that, a 68-yard drive, and now a 48-yard drive for a touchdown.
Infante's kick will take a bounce off the turf, fielded at the 10, back to the middle field. This time a good return up to the 34-yard line. Waldron will have their best field possession, I guess, the night other than that turnover for the Yellow Jackets on their own side of the 50 earlier in the ball game. So Waldron, little breathing room on this drive from their own 34-yard line. They want to say hi to Bobby Bagley. He's home tonight, watching this one on the live stream.
What?
I don't know if Bobby Bagley's missed a game in a while, but glad to see him. Hey, Bobby, big number 72. I hope you can see him on the camera. He's walking behind the sideline. We got to visit with Alec today. We had lunch with the team, and I know he would love to be out there, but we're going to get him all healed up for this final regular season run, get into the playoffs. Handoff, left side, not much. Pickup of 2, maybe 3 on the carry. Hey, Alec, did you see Alec? He got an award today at school, the Taco Bell, we'll
I have to read that to you before the night's over.
We'll get that in. We got to talk to Alec about that. I know Sarah Hutchins had also commented to us about that earlier, and Alec is a super young man. So on the field, in the classroom, you need to connect to Clinton High School. If you don't have them on your Facebook links, and as a follower of them, you'll see Alec in that ward today. And always look to that success for Alec Huey. Looking to pass this time deep down the left side. One defender, but overthrows everyone at the 35. Incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for Waldron.
Coach Benson showed him a different look that time. Only rushed 4. Had an extra man in the secondary in coverage, and the only closest person to that was Colton Warren to that pass. And so Yellow Jackets give Waldron some different looks here. They've showed some blitzes. They've showed some run blitzes. They've showed some blitzes and then backing out of them, and now 4-man rush. So they've kind of kept Waldron off balance, and once again now 3rd down and 7 for the Bulldogs.
From their own 38-yard line. Pressure in the backfield. Going to be tackled in the backfield. A loss on the play. 4th and long coming up for Waldron. Trying to see who all got back there. Gonzalez.
As Hunt Gonzalez in there. Court Alexander in there early tonight. He's at right tackle, and Court is a big, rangy player, a sophomore. And Zach Hunt Gonzalez was right there almost to take the handoff.
And that'll force the Bulldogs to a punt from the 35. Kick a little bit low. Warren's going to have a chance on this one. Fields it at the 34-yard line. The 40. and hit, taken down at the 44-yard line. And the Yellow Jacket offense will have it there. 2 minutes, 50 seconds in the first quarter. It's Clinton 21, Waldron 0.
Yeah, Jeff was talking about big Alec Huey. Congratulations for receiving the Taco Bout Smart Award, B-O-U-T, Bout Smart Award. This award is chosen by the staff members based on excellence in the classroom. A teacher said about Alec, a leader in the truest form with a huge heart. Alec, who breezed football, was injured a couple weeks ago. We were all afraid that it would be for the rest of the season, but it looks like he may make it back. What he did after, though, was truly impressive. He continued to make those around him better instead of feeling sorry for himself. And he got to work and wrote a book, taking him several hours. He wrote a book titled Left Tackle for Dummies, full of detail, including Bible verses and a table of contents he presented to those who may play his position in the future while he's out, and took them under his wing. And a great kid. And that was from one of his teachers. Thank you to Taco Bell for sponsoring this award by providing a gift certificate to Alec Huey, the Taco Bout Smart Award.
How about that?
I have to get a copy of that book. Left Tackle for Dummies.
Is that on Amazon? We'll have to look for that before the. Well, here we go. First down play for the Yellow Jackets. Bouncing around a little bit. Off tacklers. Bryson Littell keeps it alive. Up to the Waldron 40. He gets a touchdown on the previous drive. Picks up 7 on the first down carry on this one.
And Braden Venable, the sophomore, checks in at quarterback for the Yellow Jackets. Hopefully a good night to get a lot of players into the game. And you really like to get maybe your backup quarterback in there when the ones are still in the ball game. And now Brody Dufresne checks back in.
Dufresne, number 7. Speaking of family members, grandfathers, Hassel Bivens is here tonight. It's Hassel's birthday. We had a chance to visit with him before the ball game. Shotgun snap. Dufresne looks to pass, looks to the middle of the field. Thrown over the defense. Catch by Liam Hudson across the 20, up to the 15. Had 2 defenders there. Makes the catch. It's a Pettigene Fiber. First down.
Kind of running the deep post, and a great catch by Liam because there was a defender draped all over him. He was coming down with that right arm. Figured he maybe would knock the ball away, but Liam stayed with it. Great focus, made the catch, and a really good throw by Brody. And the Yellow Jackets have it down at the Waldron 17-yard line. And great play. Liam's, a lot of his family are here tonight to come down from the Benton area, watch the game. His grandparents and his special friend from Germany is here tonight.
Dufresne back under center, handoff right side, not much, dropped at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up second down. Liam, he's the 501 magazine player to watch for the Yellow Jackets this season. There might be a few of those still around on the magazine stands that you could pick up around Clinton, or if you're in Conway or something like that. A little profile on Liam. But I remember for years been broadcasting for Sid King, you and I, for 18 years now. We'd go over to the coach's house after the football games for Friday nights. You remember when Brody Dufresne and Liam Hudson were just running around the house after the games? They'd run around the field after the game as youngsters, and they'd run around the house. And now those guys are throwing and catching up here at the high school level. Handoff, Caleb McCarver picking his way, following his blockers. A little bit of a hole, and they tackled him low. He'll pick up about 3, maybe 4 on the carry. Going to bring up third down and 6.
Yeah, back when they were coaches' kids, ball boys. I think that might be the official title for them.
It'll be third down.
And now they're playing at the varsity level under the Friday night lights.
All right, Bulldog fans, let's make some noise for our defense. It's third down.
Third down and 6 for the Yellow Jackets. They're at the Waldron 13-yard line. Wing T set, slots on the right. That's the handoff, right to left out. Oh, they're in the backfield. Bulldogs going to tackle. Loss on the play. Back at maybe the 14, 15-yard line. I don't know if they'll give him forward progress. Let's see the Yellow Jackets. Do they go for it? Do they give Derek Infante a chance to our field goal? And number 80's coming out on the field. It'll be Infante to attempt the field goal. And I think they're going to end up, about on the 15, 16-yard line after the tackle.
That's the first time they really stopped that counter play that time. It looked like it had a little miscommunication, mistiming on the handoff, too. First time they stopped the counter, but I'll give Derek Infante a shot here. Looked like about a 33-yard field goal for Infante. Well in his range. The wind was blowing pretty good during warm-ups, but the flags are still as the quarter comes to an end.
And that'll do it for the first quarter. Clinton 21, Waldron 0. Infante's attempts coming up when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call. Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery. 745-2992.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, The Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, Main Street Floors, Susie Allen Salon, Johnny's Automotive, by TLC Bookkeeping, by Regions Bank, by Miller Sanitation, by Van Buren County Veterinary Clinic. These fine sponsors bring you tonight's game.
And we're back. Yellow Jackets leading 21-0 as we start the second quarter. And Derek Infante is lining up a 33-yard field goal here.
You know, earlier this season, we saw Infante kick a 40-yard field goal. That's one of the longest ones we can remember, if
this
ever.
Is well within his range. And instead, there's no wind to speak of.
Got a turf field, maybe a kicker's perfect conditions. And the snap, the hold, the kick, it's up, it's deep enough, it's high enough, and it's good. It's Clinton 24, Waldron 0, 11:52 here in the second quarter. Infante's got 6 points already tonight. He's got a field goal, 3 extra points.
If you had Derek Infante on your fantasy football team, he's off to a good start. That would have been good from, 45 or more.
Talking about, we were off there. I'm not sure Principal Tim Smith is here tonight as administrator, traveling with the squad. We got some, who else is here tonight? I saw Clinton Vernon. He drove one of the buses tonight. He drove a bus because one of the regular bus drivers is not here tonight. I don't think we've mentioned we are missing part of our game night crew here tonight. Maybe we can talk about that as the night goes on. It'd be great if we could get a phone call during halftime and check in, but we'll talk about that. I'm Jeff Hall. It's Mike Holly. It's Aaron Duhon. Coach Pete Pearman, he's in the booth tonight with us as well, talking on the headset down to the coaching staff on the sideline. Glad you could be with us on 92.1 FM all over North Central Arkansas, online at www.khpq.com through the apps, if you have those on your mobile devices, and live streaming on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel and the KHPQ Facebook page. Look like we got some folks back home tonight. This is our longest trip of the season. There's a good crowd here on the visiting side below us. We're right here in the visitors press box, so we can see everyone tonight, but still a lot of folks back night watching and listening. Alicia Bernard checked in earlier as well from the Clinton High School staff, and glad folks could be with us. And the Yellow Jackets, you couldn't draw it up any better for head coach Chris Dufran right now. He and Joe Hudson, Jordan Benson, Jesse Wilson, Keith Pearman, your coaching staff tonight, Jory Tumlison, your team manager. And everything's going right for the Yellow Jackets so far in this big conference matchup here in the 8th game of the season. Clinton 6 wins, only 1 loss on the season. That 1 conference loss to Dardanelle. And the kickoff from the 10, the 20, the 25, up to the 28-yard line. And tackled there. And Waldron will take it off. And Clinton a lot to play for here in these final 3 weeks of the regular season. Sitting 6-1 tonight. That makes them my math's right, is that 3-1 in conference play.
And we're 3-1
looking to go 4-1 tonight with 2 big ones for the final 2 weeks of the season. Both home games coming up, though.
A win tonight mathematically puts us into the playoffs for the 9th straight season, extending a school record. And in the next 2 weeks, you're looking to improve your seeding, and maybe if Mina or Pottsville knocks off Dardanelle, never know, he might catch a share of the championship still.
Handoff, stretch it to the right. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Going to be a loss of about 3 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 13. And, we were talking earlier today at lunch, told head coach Chris Dufran, I was thinking about this. I don't know, going back through the past 18 years or so, the way the season worked out, 7 conference opponents, 7 games. The top 4 teams, other than Yellow Jackets, we've all played them at home at Jim Tumlison Field. The bottom 3 teams, at least at this point in the standings, all on the road. And so good to be coming back to Jim Tumlison Field for those final 2 weeks against Ozark and Mina. Handoff, right tackle. They'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. Pickup of about 3, maybe 4 or 5 on the carry, but still going to bring up 3rd and long. It'll be 3rd and 8 for Waldron.
Yeah, the Jackets have won, I think, 12 of their last 14 games at home. And so home has been really good for the Yellow Jackets. The fans, the crowd give the Yellow Jackets a home field advantage. And we'll have those going into week 9 and 10 with huge games with right now number 1 Mina, and of course the preseason pick Ozark in week number 10.
Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Roll to the right. Quick pass. Down low on the turf. And I think it's incomplete. Wouldn't have mattered much, though. Wouldn't have been much of a game. Brings up 4th and 8 for Waldron there at their own 31-yard line. Stephanie Treese watching in tonight as an administrator from the junior high squad. I bet she was at the junior high game last night. We can talk about that as the night goes on.
It was a heartbreaker in the junior high game last night. Yellow Jackets led all the way until the final 5 seconds.
And the punt by Waldron, high kick, and this one's going to be on the right side. We'll just let this one go, bound down the inside the 30 to about the 26-yard line, and the offense will have it there. Here comes Creed Brown, number 51 for the Yellow Jackets. You know, Creed, I think, was the first one served today when we had lunch at Kane's Chicken.
We fed about 40 to 45 people, including coaches and staff, and that's amazing. If Creed got his food first, I don't know. You know, Creed might have had something up his sleeve there.
You know,
he probably ordered his around Pottsville.
You know, how many schools have linemen like Clinton does? We already talked about Alec Huey. You'll never see Alec without a smile on his face. And I don't know if there's anybody more than that than Creed Brown. You'll never see anybody with a better smile on his face than Creed Brown, and he's just a fantastic young man as well. And the center for the Yellow Jackets hurt his hand a couple of weeks ago in that home game. I didn't get a chance to ask him how it's feeling tonight, but don't see any ill effects, and it's good to have Creed out there. Handoff left to right, out of the slot, in traffic, up to the, what is that, the 30-yard line? Pickup of about 4, 5 maybe, second down.
Yeah, and they also tell me you never want to play Creed in NCAA 2K. You just don't want to play him.
Any particular reasons why?
Yeah, they don't like his style of offense. He's and using up all play clock time between plays, driving them crazy.
Handoff, slot, left, right, through the seam. He's got a hole. The 40, the 50, to the sideline, the 40. The 10, Bryson Littell, his second touchdown of the first half. This one's going to go for 69 yards, and it's Clinton 30, Waldron 0.
Well, Littell's had a couple of big ones tonight that you said. 69 yards on that one. Had a 27-yard one earlier. And Littell, big night for the senior here at Waldron. We got a lot of Littell fans in the crowd here tonight.
Yeah, we talk about Brayson. He can do it all. He can run, he can block, he can catch, he can tackle, likes to play defense. And tonight, it's his number being called with the football, and he's got those 2 touchdowns. Infante, and the kick is going to be blocked. Had a big rush from the side, maybe the middle. They blocked this one, but that'll leave your score. Clinton 30, Waldron 0, 9:34 in the second quarter when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Took over at their own 26-yard line, but a 69-yard run by the senior Brayson Littell, and the Yellow Jackets score again. They lead 30-0 now with 9:34 left here in the first half, and
well, maybe
Infante ready to tee it up one more time.
Well, maybe appropriate. I think we interrupted you that touchdown call. You were talking about the junior high. Brayson Littell's younger brother, Wagner Henderson. He's the quarterback. Is that the 7th grade team? But, I know he had a good night. I watched some of that ball game. Maybe we'll let you finish here in a little bit on that. Any more from the junior high last night, but it's been a good night for the Hendersons and the Littells. And Waldron going to return it up to the 25-yard line. And then their younger sister, I think she's a cheerleader on Saturday mornings. I know my dad and Mike all, were talking about that last night. You got Wagner on Thursday nights, Brayson on Friday nights, and you got little sister on Saturdays. So it's a busy time of the year for the Hendersons. And I don't know if Jim and Nona chimed in earlier that she was watching tonight, so they may be watching from home. They've been coming to some of the games this year, getting to catch. We are down in South Arkansas, or Southwest Arkansas, as opposed to El Dorado, but good to be here. Waldron's going to be in the spread. 4 receivers, 1 back to block, quick pass, right side, behind the line of scrimmage, working his way back to the middle of the field. At the Yellow Jacket defense right there at the 25, no gain on the play. Going to bring up second down.
That's tunnel screen we saw early in the ballgame, that one that Yellow Jackets snuffed out early with Harold McNabb. They run the same play there. They did make the connection that time, but only pick up a yard. Yeah, speaking of people listening tonight, the first family of Choctaw listening in, Mr. Sam and Miss Becky Shannon, they're watching tonight down in Choctaw. They made our way through there, about 1:15 this afternoon.
Shotgun snap, roll to the right. Has a little bit of time thrown on the sideline. If he made the catch, not good for a first down. It's on the home sideline. It was complete, and that will move the football from the 26 up to the 32-yard line. Bring up 3rd and 2, the tackle by McNabb as he pushed the receiver out of bounds.
You have a comeback route. McNabb right there. Bring up another 3rd down situation for Waldron. Like I say, new offense for Waldron. Last year, a predominantly run game with a flex bone, and now they've gone completely the opposite way with the instead of shotgun package, spread offense, multiple receivers. So still a learning process for this Waldron football team.
In the shotgun. Back to the right, back to the left, pitch it to the left, and drops the football. It's on the turf. Waldron will cover back behind the 30 at the 29.
Not sure if that was some type of trick play they had. Looked like he had room to run here on the near side, enough to get the first down. All of a sudden, he either dropped the ball or he wheeled to try to throw it back across the field. Not sure what that was.
And 3rd and 2 becomes 4th and 6. And Waldron is at their own 29-yard line. So it looks like another punt coming up, maybe another punt return opportunity for the junior Colton Warren, number 8 for the Yellow Jackets. And this time they're going to kick down the right to Colton Warren, low, but he'll field it at the 38. Stutter steps, 45, 50. He's in traffic, 45, and out of bounds at the Yellow Jacket 41-yard line. Good return by Colton Warren, about a 21-yard return by Warren. And, we talked earlier, just a few games ago, about what a big difference that makes when Warren's able to field those kicks, not let those kicks roll, not let them gain additional yardage, but field them, return them down the field. And he's going to give the Yellow Jacket offense football on their own side, on the Waldron side of the 50.
Great return by Colton. It might have been 30-plus yards, you say. The 21 he got up the field, the 10 that they would have lost on the roll. And Colton's got some fans back in South Carolina watching tonight. We're glad to have them with you. Grandparents, aunts, and uncles back in South Carolina watching the outstanding junior kick returner, wide receiver, and cornerback Colton Warren. Yellow Jacket Network, it was far and wide, Jeff Hall.
Well, speaking of, more junior high folks are watching tonight. I think the Williams are watching. I think Gunner, big number 74, last night, played out there. And Michael Crowell and Tammy Williams and the crew from Crowell Saw and Supply, they were there watching, Kenneth and Pat. And junior high, has one more game remaining? Is that right, next week?
Yeah, travel to Mena next Thursday night. It's Halloween, and we thought this was a long road trip. When you get here, you're still another 20, 25 miles down the road to Mena, so that'll be next Thursday night. That'll be a long night out for both the team and the coaching staff. And, of course, the big game next Friday at home against Mena.
The Bearcats, is that right?
Mena Bearcats.
And Dufresne's in the ball game. He's in the shotgun. He fakes the handoff, throws it down the middle of the field.
Wow, should have been. There it is.
And there it is. Defensive pass interference. Was that Sam Standridge or Eli Henson? Eli Henson out of the tight end
post,
spot.
Go route, had a step on the receiver. The receiver had to pulled him by the shoulder. And they just ran past the umpire, the official right behind the line of scrimmage, and he really didn't see it. But luckily tonight, there is an official in the deep secondary, and he got a good look at that.
Visited with Randy and Pam Sell before the ball game. We talked about Eli, and he was one of our first Arkansas Bank and Trust players of the game a few weeks ago. I had a good chance to video interview him after the ball game that night. Such a well-spoken. Randy said, yeah, they got to take that. They sent it around to family members everywhere. They got to see Eli interviewed after the ball game, and we called his name a lot this season. You can't miss him. He's the big, tall number 32 at defensive end or tight end. Here goes Dufresne. Look at the pass again. Has time. Steps to his right. Throws it deep down the field. Behind the defense. Oh, McCarver, almost a spectacular turnaround, one-handed catch, but just can't pull that one in. Inside the 5. Incomplete. Second down.
And Brody, a little bit of a pump fake there trying to get McCarver time to get open. I thought he was going to get behind them down there. And the pass may have slowed him down just a little bit to come back to it, and just off his hands. Good job by Waldron to stay in coverage there. Good time there maybe to take a shot at the end zone. Jackets took it there.
And now it's 2nd and 10. Gonzalez, kind of the up back, ready to block. They'll pitch it coming out of the slot to Littell. He's got a tackler on him. He'll meet 2-3. They'll wrestle him down for a short game across the 35. Looks to be maybe the 33, maybe up to the 32-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Yellow Jackets.
Garrett Morris came up. That's twice tonight they've kind of done that little, counter move work really well early. And in the last 2 times, they kind of snuffed it out there. But the Jackets did turn nothing into about a 3-yard gain there as Morris came up and made the tackle. And now Waldron's going to jump off sides.
So it looks like 3rd and 8 will become 3rd and 3 on the defensive 5-yard penalty. That'll move the football to the 28-yard line. And, my colleague, it looks like the whole South, Annabelle Sal, Savannah Sal, and Amanda Sal are all watching the ball. You think those 3 are together back in Clinton somewhere?
I don't know, but Chris Sal's watching too.
He's up the list. That's right. Hey, man, they got the YouTube live stream on
Chris Sal is
house
watching
that night.
tonight. Big Yellow Jacket supporter. Worked with our softball program for several years.
Aaron Duhan's got the camera locked in tonight, coming over from Russellville and Arkansas Tech. And here we go. 3rd down play, handoff right side, met by a defender, short gain, close to the 1st down mark. Let's see. It was Caleb McCarver on the carry. I think Coach Keith Perriman gave me the number 1 signal for a 1st down. That's what the official says. It is 1st down, Yellow Jackets. Petty Jean Fiber, 1st down. You might hear that from the crowd tonight. We're on the visiting press box here with the Yellow Jacket fans. We've got the windows open. You can hear the cheer squad, the band to our right. And 1st down at the 28, Clinton leading 30-0 over the Waldron Bulldogs. 6 minutes, 35 seconds in the 2nd quarter. Dufresne's in the shotgun. Gonzalez to block. Now he'll step to the left, throw it back to the right. Henson catches, makes a move, makes a miss. The 10, the 5, it's a touchdown. The catch by Eli Henson, 28 yards. Clinton 36, Waldron 0.
Yeah, Henson caught the ball in traffic, broke 1 tackle, and then with that long stride, he raced into the end zone for an Eli Henson touchdown.
And look what offensive lineman was in the end zone as well. Number 51, Creed Brown, the center. Somehow Creed was down there the way too. So good job blocking, good job throwing, good job catching. And Infante, that previous attempt kind of was a bad snap. He didn't have a chance. This one, the snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is good. It's Clinton 37, Waldron 0, 6:23 in the 2nd quarter. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports.
Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price, whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive. The team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River Company.
Well, the Jackets score again. And that's, 6 for 6 for the Yellow Jackets, including a field goal. And the Jackets lead 37-0. Still 6:23 to go in the first half. The Yellow Jackets have secured, if they can hang on here till the half, the 35-point lead for the Mercy Rule. I know nobody would be mad if we had to go home a little bit early tonight.
Ponte's kick fielded at the 12. On the right side of the home side of the 20, the 25 stays low across the 30 up to the 35-yard line. Waldron will have it there for the offensive possession. And here comes the Yellow Jacket defense. Cash Carpenter along that defensive line. Larry Swan, Briar Gadberry's a linebacker. Eden Fuentes is on that line. I see Joshua Fultz, Brayson Littell, Caleb McCarver. I think is that Harold McNabb still in the ball game? Number 16
McNabb's
for the Yellow Jackets. It is.
On the corner. Warren on the near corner here. Littell still in. Gadberry still in. I think that's Hayden Jones, isn't it? Oh, the linebacker spot.
Shotgun snap, empty backfield, looking to pass, caught across the middle, turns it up. 40, 45 to the sideline. Big play. 40 still on his feet, stays in bounds, back to the middle of the field. Going to have to be tackled from behind all the way up at the Yellow Jacket 32-yard line. That was Hayden Jones, maybe on the chase down from behind. Number 54 ended up making the tackle. Biggest play of the night for Waldron. That goes for, 36 yards or so.
That's Levi Brown. He's a senior, and I was reading some of his bio today. He holds the school record for the bench press, and he also has thrown a discus 140 feet, and he also runs on the sprint relay teams.
Looking to pass, a lot of pressure. Cash Carpenter got the pass off, but it's incomplete to the turf, and that's Cash coming in. Bring up second down.
Checking to see if they had a receiver in the area or if that was intentional grounding. I believe the officials are talking it over. Cash Carpenter was all over the quarterback Cluth, and he just threw it away. But now there may be something else here. They're going to talk it over, bringing in the official that's deep in the secondary. 5 officials tonight in this one.
Talking about those linemen, they're just good to be around. Always got smiles on their faces. We mentioned Alec Hugh and Creed Brown. Cash Carpenter's another one of those guys. He's always got a smile. And if you watch the Clinton High School, Mr. Smith. Go ahead.
I was say he was pretty tense today before the ball game because I was walking through the field house before he left, and he was playing his guitar and singing. So he was, it was really getting to him, the pressure tonight.
Well, I saw there's a video. It looked like he was leading the Friday morning sing-along led by that Principal Tim Smith puts on every Friday morning, and they post that YouTube video through the Clinton High School Facebook page or YouTube. And Cash, well, he had a recent gig up at the Clinton Senior Center. He and some of his schoolmates, they played for folks there. And
intentional grounding is called on Waldron. That'll be a mark off, and it'll be a loss of down here.
It'll be second down.
Second and 15.
Got back to the line of scrimmage either.
And Cash had a fumble recovery for a touchdown last week. In the
Alexander now in the defensive end. Him and Cash just switch sides. So if Cluth loses where Carpenter is, he may get another intentional grounding here.
We're looking to pass on the sideline, incomplete. We were visiting. I got to visit with Cash Carpenter after the game at Dover last week. That was the play where Dover had to punt. The punter was in the end zone, lost the football. It's loose. Looks like he maybe tries to kick it out of bounds or out of the back of the end zone, which would be a safety. But then Cash Carpenter's coming towards him, and I thought for a moment he either didn't know what to do or he didn't want to get hit by Cash Carpenter. Cash dives on the ball. It's a live ball. It's a touchdown for Cash. So after the game, I said, Cash, that's what I was thinking. He said, yeah, I was going to hit that guy.
Yeah, I think he knew what he was doing. He was getting out of the way. Oh, good rush.
Knocked away. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up for Waldron.
Carpenter brought pressure off the right side, forced the quarterback to run toward the Clinton sideline, and right there was Cord Alexander in his face. Had to get rid of it, and the Jackets almost picked that one off, and it's 4th down, and they have put a lot of heat on the sophomore quarterback tonight for Waldron.
That stops the game clock at 5 minutes, 30 seconds. In the second quarter, it's Clinton 37, Waldron 0. Couldn't have drawn it up better for the Clinton offense, Clinton
Carpenter
defense.
And Alexander switch sides again.
And looking to pass, middle, going to throw it down the right side of the sideline. Good catch inside the 15. That'll be good for a Waldron. First down. Tackled the 14, maybe the 13.
Yeah, a little bit of a comeback route, but I think Harold knew what was coming, but he slipped as he tried to come back with the receiver and left the receiver open. And that's the biggest play, with the biggest pass play of the night for Waldron, and the second biggest play tonight, along with the
kind of both on this drive.
With the run,
had the run and play earlier, and this one. So Waldron's best chance to score thus far in this one. They have the ball at the Yellow Jacket 14-yard line. Moving right to left. You're watching on the KHPU Sports YouTube channel, the KHPU Facebook page. Inside handoff through the defense. Touchdown, Waldron. Touchdown from the 14. That makes your score Clinton 37, Waldron 6. 4 minutes, 59 seconds in the second quarter. Extra point or 2-point conversion to come.
And Levi Brown, who had the run earlier in the drive, comes up with a touchdown here. The senior Levi Brown on a 14-yard carry. And Waldron's on the board. Now the lead will drop back under 35.
And they will set for the 2-point conversion. Direct snap. Going to try to run it in. Nothing doing. The Yellow Jacket interior defensive line. Coppin Ross. But Zach Shaver going to make the tackle. The 2-point conversion fails. It's Clinton 37, Waldron 6. 4:59 in the second quarter. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, First Security puts all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com, member FDIC.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help the community by lowering some of our prices. Across the board, we've done everything that we could do to lower prices on our services, our costs of labor, our used inventory. We've got to do it in order to be responsive to our community and our customers.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
Well, Waldron gets on the board for the first time tonight. They drive 65 yards to a touchdown. 2 big plays, one on the ground by Levi Brown and a 14-yard run by Levi Brown for the score. They went for 2, didn't make it. Jackets leading 37-6, and Waldron likes to onside the kick, so watch out here. The Yellow Jackets have 5 players within 10 yards of the ball and 8 players within 15 yards of the ball. This is turf. You could get a lot of tricky bounces.
Here we go from the 40, the kick. They'll kind of pooch it down the right side, get behind the first line of defense. It's on the turf, back to the 20, and Clinton will be forced just to try to cover it there. Ball might have went out of bounds, but Clinton will have it at about their own 20-yard line. 4:57 remaining in the second quarter.
And not too bad. They knew we had so many people near the between the 40 and the 50. They just kind of little line drive kick over the first line of return people for Clinton, and the ball it actually was live, but the Yellow Jackets were able to run it down, and they'll take over, looks like, as you say, at the 20-yard line. 4:57 left. Jackets would like to get one more score here before the half.
Clinton again a record of 6 wins, only 1 loss of the season, looking to move to 7-1. That may be the best start for a Yellow Jacket team since maybe those teams of Weston Amos and the Drake boys. Christina Tubbs is checking in tonight, watching her son Weston. Is this the best Clinton start since those teams?
Yeah, since 2019.
And out of the wing tee, handoff right side, starts right, turns it back inside. I think that's the big frame of Zach Hunt Gonzalez. It is number 34, a pickup of 3, almost 4 on the carry. Brings up second down for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, the 2017, 2018 teams went through the regular season undefeated. I think won 26 in a row regular season games at one point. The 2019 team lost one game during the regular season. That was Harding Academy about the midway point of the season.
Out of the slot, left to right, in traffic. Up near the first down mark at the 30, Caleb McCarver, the junior for the Yellow Jackets. And it looks like it's going to be a Petit Jean Fiber first down. That's the signal at the Waldron at the Yellow Jackets' own 30-yard line.
Yeah, the Jackets have scored on every possession tonight. They're 6 for 6.
And Sam Standers, he split wide left. It's a quick handoff on the right side, off tackle. Tackled forward across the 35, maybe the 36, Zach Gonzalez. Big Sam Standers, number 22. I saw his family before the ball game, his Standridge family. I said, this is kind of like a home game coming from Mount Ida. We're closer to them than they are to us in Clinton. They make lots of long trips to watch Sam play football and basketball. So good to be down here in Southwest Arkansas for the Standridge
family.
family.
Know the head coach, Coach Milholland for Waldron. He's a Mount Ida native.
And back to action here. Handoff, left to right. Following his blocker. Got a hand in front. Breaks free. The 50. It's a foot race. The 40. The 30. Nobody's going to catch Caleb McCarver. 65 yards and the touchdown. Clinton 43. Waldron 6.
And trap play got through the hole, and nobody's going to run him down from behind. And McCarver left a couple of safeties in his wake, and he goes 65 yards for the touchdown. His second touchdown of the night for the junior Caleb McCarver. And just like that, the Yellow Jackets extend the lead now to 43-6.
3:24 in the second quarter. And Derek Infante back out for an extra point. He's got a field goal made in this ball game. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's up, it's deep, it's high, and it's good. It's Clinton 44, Waldron 6. 3:24 in the second quarter. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price, whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive. The team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River Company.
Yeah, the Jackets go 80 yards in 3 plays. The big one, Caleb McCarver, 65 yards for the touchdown. The Jackets are 7 out of 7 tonight on offensive possessions. Remember going to Elkins one night, and the Jackets scored on 8 straight possessions in that game, and Jackets are on that pace again tonight. They lead 44-6, 3:24 still left in the first half.
You know, one of those nights when the numbers are adding up, and we're missing our stat man tonight. I've sent him a message. I don't know if we'll
stat
hear
man's
anything.
busy.
He's not with us tonight. We'll have to see what we can find out as the night goes on. But 3:24 in the second quarter.
Stat man is living his best life tonight. Checking one off the bucket list if you know Coach Post.
From the 40, Derek Infante. Aldrich Infante's watching the football game tonight with us. And Derek's kick is high, it's deep, and it's going to be fielded at the 5. Waldron, near the right hash, back up across the 20, maybe the 24-yard line, 25. Waldron will have it there. 3 minutes, 19 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
It's been all Yellow Jackets tonight. Jackets, and we have a Jacket down on the field. Don't want to see that with a score of 44-6.
Yeah, out comes head coach Chris Dufresne, also the physical, the trainer squad out tonight as well. Check things out. That may be Braden Venable who made the tackle. Let's see, number 15. I think that's what the public address may have believed it was. We'll see. And they'll check things out here.
Jackets jumped out to a 21-0 lead in the first quarter, just like last week. And Fonte kicked the field goal on the first play of the second quarter, and it was already 24-0. And you're right, that is Venable. He's up, but he's pretty ginger on that one leg. But Coach Dufran and our medical staff, courtesy of the Conway Regional Medical Systems Medical Center. And
Braden, a sophomore, he was the quarterback for the junior high football team, and had his older brother, Bryston Venable, was a senior last year on the football team. Graduated. He was one of those fullbacks for the Yellow Jackets, and we'll look to have big things for Braden over the next couple years as well. 3:19 to go. Looks like Clinton still got his starting defense out there. Zach Shaver, Eli Henson. I saw Cash Carpenter. That might be Coppin Ross. I think it is. Number 75, Zach Hunt Gonzalez. Look for Briar Gadberry. Linebackers. Handoff. Kind of breaks it out around the right end. And that should move it from the 25 up to the 30 or the 36. Bring up second down. Harold McNabb gets the tackle. Called Harold's name a few times tonight. And stay with us at halftime. This might be a night we'll have a chance to visit with some folks. Quick pass on the right side caught. Makes a move up across the 35-yard line. And that's good for a Waldron first down. May have a chance to visit with some of the cheerleaders tonight since we're close here on the visiting side. Maybe the band as well. We've got some parents and fans just below us in the visiting press box. So maybe we'll be able to mix it up a little bit tonight at halftime. 2.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Clinton 44, Waldron 6.
I know the Jackets would want to get into halftime with a 35-plus lead.
Handoff to the left side. Gets low into the Yellow Jacket tacklers at about the 39. A pickup of 3 on the carry. Cash Carpenter, number 58 on the tackle. Second down, 7.
Corey Watley checks in, sophomore for the Yellow Jackets.
Maybe we can get a scoreboard at halftime and through the second half see what else is going on around the conference tonight. Conference 4 of Class 4A. Here in the 8th game of the season. Looking to pass, winds up, deep down the right side. One defender there, intercepted, I believe, at the 35. It is intercepted.
Josh Fultz with the interception.
Another one by Josh Fultz.
So fundamentally sound, had the inside position on the receiver all the way down the field. Then he went up instead of the defender as the receiver and makes a great interception down at the 35-yard line. But, man, he's been doing that for years, but he's had a huge year this year.
Leading interceptor for the Yellow Jackets. He may be one of the leading interceptors in the state. I'm not sure if they reported those numbers or not. You can check the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. I think usually, is it on Thursdays? If not Wednesdays, Thursdays when they publish some of the statewide statistics of the schools that do report different numbers. But now with 1:42 to go here in the second quarter, Dufran stays in, hand off to the slot, left to right, follows his blockers up across the 40 to the 42. Caleb McCarver, and a pickup of, looks to be, we're going to call it 7 or so. Almost 8, second down and 2.
And now the Yellow Jackets have a chance to get out of here at the half with at least a 38-point lead.
And Colton Warren brings the play in. And he'll split wide left. And it's a handoff up the middle. Zach Hunt Gonzalez. He's got a burst of speed up to the 50-yard line. It's a Petit Jean Fiber first down, maybe the 49. Stops the clock momentarily to reset the chains with 1 minute, 2 seconds to go in the second quarter. We're looking right down the line of scrimmage from our vantage point here in the press box. I'm Jeff Hall. It's my colleague, Aaron Duhon. Coach Keith Perriman tonight in the box with us. He's on the headset talking down to the sidelines. Coach Perriman's calling a good game tonight. This 44-6 lead. It's a handoff, left to right, following his blockers, stutter steps, and up to the, 42. Brayson Littell, he's already got 2 touchdowns in the first half. This time he'll pick up, 7 yards on the carry. That may be the final play of the first half. Clinton does not have to snap it if nobody steps the clock.
Not sure about that unique tackling technique from by Walter. The defender jumped up, grabbed Brayson by the helmet, and then just let go.
They will have one more play. It's Gonzalez up the middle, and he's pulling away, and he can't get away up at the 29, the 28. It's a Petit Jean Fiber first down. That will stop the clock with 8 seconds. Will Clinton snap the ball again? Creed Brown, the center, he's looking towards the sideline. He's going to walk off along with his teammates, and that will do it. The first half is complete. It's a big one for the Yellow Jackets. Offensively, defensively, it's Clinton 44, Waldron 6. Halftime coming up. We'll take a break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Savers. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Savers a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Petit Jean Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help the community by lowering some of our prices. Across the board, we've done everything that we could do to lower prices on our services, our cost of labor, our used inventory. We've got to do it in order to be responsive to our community and our customers.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
Hi, this is Jamie from North Ark. Here at North Arkansas College, we are super proud of our facilities and programs, and we feel like we have all the labs, equipment, and personnel in place to help make you as successful as possible while earning an education and working towards a new career. You would be amazed at the resources that are here. If you're low income, a parent, or if you're just looking for a new career and a new role in life, come see us. Schedule a tour of either of our campuses today by visiting northark.edu/tour or by calling our recruitment office at 870-391-3102. And remember, here at NAC, we believe in you.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Well, I'm getting text updates. I don't know that if we can get him live. I don't know if our halftime guests know. We haven't said yet, so I don't know that we can say it on the radio. We're missing Coach Matthew Post tonight. He's not with us. He sent me a text. I don't know if we can get him on the radio. He's a little busy right now. But if you're watching on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, the KHPQ Facebook page, we can see some of the Clinton senior cheerleaders this year. I think there might be, we'll find out, there might be a couple of them that might not be here with us tonight. But good to have with us Allison Moore. I think we got her. You can see Allison with us. And I think you can hear him okay. So, hey, what a fun night, Allison. Yes. Well, it's fun when your team has 44 and the other team has 6.
It's definitely fun.
Well, tell folks, you're a senior this year.
Yes, sir.
And this is your second year or first year to cheerlead?
First year.
That's right. You moved in. Tell folks who your parents are.
Brad and Kelly Moore.
That's your dad's the minister at the
First United Methodist Church in Clinton.
That's right. Folks need to come join you on Sundays. They can see you there.
On Sundays.
Yay. So tell us about your cheerleading squad this year.
It's a very great group of girls. I mean, we're all very close. I would say we're very close. We all have fun, and we all love each other. I have a fan back here.
Hey. Got some of your cheerleader mates in tonight.
Yes, and that's Sophia. She's a sophomore.
Okay. That's right. Yeah. So all you 4 of you girls are seniors. We'll visit with everybody here before we get off the air. But so 4 seniors. Now, I think, are we missing a couple seniors tonight?
We are.
Okay. Who didn't make the trip tonight? Oh, okay. We know Caden from basketball. We talk about her a lot. So, and then Nicole's not here. I think you're missing your coach tonight.
Yes,
Miss Jamie Williams. Okay, Laura Keith. Well, Mom's here. We'll talk about Laura's. I visited with her before the ball game, so she's here tonight. So it was a long trip over here, the bus ride, right?
But this score makes it worth it.
That's right. Now, but one fun thing about these long trips, did you get to stop and eat somewhere?
We did. Chick-fil-A.
All right. The
It's
Russellville,
always
I
a
guess.
good day.
All right.
It's always a good day when Chick-fil-A.
Yay. Well, good. Well, thanks. Well, that's Allison Moore. Let's hand off to one of your teammates here.
Okay.
Who's next? We'll see. We got Izzy Robinson. Yay. We got Izzy. Well, tell folks who your family is.
My mom is Lacey Robinson, and my dad is Dave Robinson.
Okay. I think I know them now that you say that. How many years you been cheerleading?
I've been cheering since my 10th grade year.
Okay. Yay. A lot of fun here in your senior season. So what do you like most about cheerleading?
I think I like stunting a lot.
Like stunning? Well, now that you say that, now you'll have to tell folks back at home and people like me, when you say stunting, what technically, what does that mean for cheerleading?
It means having like 2 bases, a flyer, and a back spot.
Okay. All of the oozing, when y'all go flying through the air and standing and falling and everybody oozing off. But I talked to Laura Keith before tonight, and since Miss Williams is not, I think she told me that y'all would be unable to stunt tonight, right?
Yeah, no stunting.
Okay, because do you have to have a certified cheer coach to do the stunts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, but good to be on the sideline, and good to have you girls with us tonight. And some nights we're just so far away from you. We're either on the home side, on a road trip, or we're a long way from you. When we're at Clinton, sometimes it's hard. So it's good to have you close by tonight.
Yeah.
What's it like tonight on this field and this crowd? And, some weeks, we were talking about you on the radio last week, at least a couple of times this season, we've been at fields which didn't have a track, and it looked like the field was so close to the football team that there wasn't room for you all to get between and be in front of the crowd, and you would have to be down the sideline.
Yeah.
So what's it like tonight, kind of back in front of everyone?
It's so nice being able to actually, stand in front of the crowd and cheer, and, not almost getting hit. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's almost like a college stadium, the way this one's built tonight. It's really nice. So, yeah, perfect weather and such a nice night out. Yay. Well, good. Well, that's Izzy Robinson. So let's see who's next. I think we got Danielle Keith. Yeah?
Yes,
Yay.
Danielle Keith.
That's right. So your mom is cheer coach tonight, right?
Yes.
Laura Keith. She's here tonight. So is that good or bad?
I feel like it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I like having my mom on the sidelines.
Yay. Now, I don't know that she drove the bus, did she?
No.
Who drove the bus tonight?
Miss Christina, she's in the cafeteria now.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Okay. Now, you girls, so again, I know you got a couple seniors aren't here. I don't know. You have some other girls who maybe weren't here tonight?
We have 6 girls gone.
Okay.
We have 2 sophomores, 2 juniors, and 2 seniors.
Okay. I did notice at the very start of the season, we kind of had the black and gold game, the inter-squad game, and you all came out, were introduced individually and out on the field. And I looked there and I said, I think this is the most cheerleaders I've ever seen on one squad. I think 21. Is that what you started the season with?
Yes, we still have 21.
Oh, okay. Yay. So that's always pretty cool when you see a big cheer squad and kind of the things that enables you to do and stuff like. Is that fun having that many?
Yes, because we're able to do a lot more stuff and have a lot more different stunts, like Izzy was talking about, and different lines.
Yeah. Now, so you girls don't just show up on Friday nights. You practice during the week.
Yes.
You do stuff. So you have your own practice period during the week.
We have 8th hour.
Okay.
Every day. We practice on Wednesdays. Yeah.
Okay. So what are some of the stuff that you do in your practice period during the week?
Well, this week we were working on the mini camp that we had yesterday.
Oh, okay.
With the Pee Wee kids, and then normally we just practice for half times for that week.
Okay. Does that mean, are we going to have one of those Friday nights when the mini camp comes out on the field or joins you? Was that last week?
That was last night.
Last night.
Oh,
for the junior high game? Okay, I got you. Okay. All right. Well, I wonder how many turned out for that?
It was a lot.
Really?
Like 80.
About 80?
Kids, yeah.
Wow, that is a lot. Well, I have noticed at times I would be down in the city park earlier when the Pee Wee program and they were the football players were practicing, the cheerleaders were practicing. I know there was a lot down there for that. So probably some of those ones who are Pee Wee cheerleaders, those are the ones who came out for the camp this week that
It
y'all
was
had?
like any elementary girl that wanted to sign up.
Okay, yay. Well, good. Was that a lot of fun?
Yes.
Yay. What did y'all teach them?
We taught them a cheer, a chant, and a dance.
Okay.
It was a little stressful at times, but we got it.
Well, neat. I bet that was fun, too. So, yeah, fun time of year for y'all. Still a couple more regular games to go, but it looks like Clinton's going to put themselves in a position to go to the playoffs. And so hopefully we'll have a lot more football games.
Yes, very excited.
As it goes on. Yay. Well, one more. Let's visit with Melanie McCoy. Melanie, also a senior on this year's squad. So,
Yes.
tell folks who your folks are.
My dad is Daniel McCoy, and my mom is Echo McCoy.
Yeah. How many years have you been cheering?
This is my first year.
Okay. Yay. So what, well, kind of like Allison then. So last year when you were looking at it, and maybe I guess you girls had to go through cheer tryouts, kind of what was one of the things that made you think, hey, I think I want to be a cheerleader?
I love to dance.
Hey.
I like coming to games, so this gives me an opportunity to come to all of them.
Yay. Now, Clinton doesn't have a separate dance team this year, right?
No.
Okay. So you girls kind of do traditional cheer. You also do some dances too that
Yes.
sometimes either on the sideline or sometimes y'all do halftime dances at home, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So we got 2 regular home games left. Next 2 Friday nights when we play Mena and play Ozark. Will your girls have any special performances, dances, anything that you know of that's going to be coming up?
We'll have one for senior night.
Oh, that's right. So the last home game of the season, senior night, where we'll recognize all of the fall sports, the cheer squad, the band, and all that. So that'll be a big deal. Because that's not just football. That's tennis and golf and volleyball.
Cross country.
And all that. Yeah. So that'll be a big night. Folks will look forward to coming to that. So, yeah. What do you think? What's your favorite part of cheering?
Probably dancing.
The dance? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yay. Did y'all have – so some summers, I know cheer maybe goes to camp or something. Did y'all do any camps this summer?
We did summer camp.
Where was that at?
Hot Springs.
Oh, okay.
In the convention center.
Did you have a chance, to learn some cheers or stunts or dances there?
Yes, we learned a lot. A lot of material.
Oh, okay. Yay. Yes. Well, neat. It's not going to be long before basketball season gets underway. I think November 4th, so that's just like Monday after next, I think it's actually tip-off night, kind of a practice night, introduce the squads. So all you girls are going to be cheering for basketball too, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we don't have to decide that now. We'll ask you, what do you like more, football or basketball? But I know it's different, but it sure is fun. We can be outside and Friday nights, and the weather's perfect like this.
Yes.
So
the environment is so fun. I love it.
Well, that's neat. Yep. Well, good. Well, I'm glad you girls could be with us tonight, and we'll see some of you around campus, see you around Josh, see you at church on Wednesday nights on youth sometimes. So hope folks will enjoy that. We'll enjoy your senior night routine, and hopefully we'll cheer the football team on to some more wins, get in the playoffs, and have a lot of fun as the season goes on. So thanks. Well,
thank you for having us.
Well, y'all too. Enjoy halftime. Take good care of Miss Keith. We'll get Miss Williams back when she feels better, and we'll see y'all back at home next week.
All right,
Come.
thank you.
Thanks, girls. That's Melanie McCoy, Danielle Keith, Izzy Robinson, and Allison Moore. Hey, we'll take a commercial break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery, 745-2992.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, The Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, Main Street Floors, Susie Allen Salon, Johnny's Automotive, by TLC Bookkeeping, by Regions Bank, by Miller Sanitation, by Van Buren County Veterinary Clinic. These fine sponsors bring you tonight's game.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The Black Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket Sports. When you need an attorney, call the Black Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blaglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Hey, back here at halftime, Clinton leading 44-6 over the Waldron Bulldogs. Waldron band's out on the field and playing there. The Yellow Jacket band is here tonight. We're going to try to get Mr. Hawkins, if we can, to visit with us on the air tonight, but not back around yet. But I do have Scotty Jones with us tonight, sitting in the stands and visiting with him. He and his wife, Carla, watching their son, Rylan Jones. And I'm not sure if Dylan's here or not, but Dylan keeps up with his younger brother, Dylan, over at Harding University now, and keeps up with things going on. And watching Rylan and Scotty, last week Rylan hurt his ankle just a little bit early in that ball game. Came out of the ball game. Clinton went on with that win. Hopefully one of those nights when we didn't absolutely positively have to have him, and got all that healed up. He was back here early carries in the ball game tonight, and so Rylan, did he recover okay? Then feel good from that ankle injury last week?
Yeah, it's still a little bit sore. He's limping around a little bit, but I think Coach is better safe than sorry.
Right, and tonight, with this 44-6 lead, it be one of those nights too when maybe we want to take good care of that ankle. Because Rylan, he's one of the leading rushers in the state, all size schools, all classifications. He was top 10 there for a couple of weeks. I know last week having to miss the game, it didn't get the yards in like he had been getting games, but he was one of those top backs in the states and averaging almost 10 yards a carry. And coming into this year, you see Rylan more than the rest of us. I wonder what your expectations and thoughts were on what you thought this year might look for him.
Well, yeah, it's he's worked hard during the summer and lifting weights and working out, and of course doing all the 7-on-7s and summer stuff they do. Mm-hmm. So you don't really know till you hit the playing field. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's been good so far. But got to give credit to that line. That's what makes the makes the running go through.
Real good. Ryland's been a First Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. The offensive line has been our players of the game, and that running game has been fantastic. I was listening with head coach Chris Dufresne one day, and I said, I hadn't kept up as good as I should with 7-on-7 and junior high football and stuff, but I didn't know that Ryland was really going to be this good and have this much speed, and you just see Ryland with the ball and the burst of speed and then how he can stop and slow and cut and get back and find the holes. And Chris said, he was like that in junior high, and then he had an injury that kind of slowed him down for the rest of the year, and then he's back to full speed, he's back going again. And so I think it hasn't surprised Coach Dufresne, but man, Ryland, but he has really come back in top form.
Yeah, it's that last year he tore a meniscus, and that pretty much wiped out the year. But he worked hard this summer, and I'm glad things are going the way they're going so far.
Well, what's he say at home? How does he feel about his team here at this point in the season?
Well, everybody's clicking, and everybody's doing their job, and he's got good feelings about it, and they're sure looking good tonight, and hopefully we can do the same thing to Mena next weekend.
Yeah, 2 big games left to go. 2 of the top teams in the conference. Mena, matter of fact, I guess the Bearcats sitting at top, undefeated in conference. Dardanelle as well. I guess those 2 teams will have to meet up before the season comes to an end. But Mena and Ozark still remaining for the Yellow Jackets. And so Clinton with that only loss to Dardanelle. I mean, hey, if Dardanelle gets knocked off, maybe Clinton could work themselves into a 3-way tie for first. If not, certainly Clinton playing for second place if Dardanelle were to run the table. So still a lot to play for before we get to the playoffs.
That's right. Yeah, anything can happen. Anybody can get knocked off. We just got to keep winning.
That's right, taking care of business. Well, good to see Ryland out there tonight. He had back-to-back. He had a running play. He had a receiving play early in the ball game. And he and his starting teammates, they may not see any more action tonight in this 44-6 halftime lead. But good to see Ryland back, and we'll look forward to seeing him, number 2, back at home next week at Jim Tomlinson Field.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yep. Thanks, Scotty.
Y'all do a terrific job.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Scotty and Carl. And let's go cheer them on in the second half.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you. Hey, one more break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support in the places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com. Member FDIC.
Hey everybody, this is Jamie from North Arkansas College. Did you know here at NAC we have programs dedicated solely to your success? Career Pathways is dedicated to helping parents return to college and find gainful employment by helping pay for childcare, tuition, and transportation. Our Educational Opportunity Center helps students through the college admission process, and Student Support Services aids first-generation college students with scholarships, tutoring, and advising. Visit northark.edu/welcome2025 to learn more, and remember, here at NAC, we believe in you.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help the community by lowering some of our prices. Across the board, we've done everything that we could do to lower prices on our services, our cost of labor, our used inventory. We've got to do it in order to be responsive to our community and our customers.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about. until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery, 745-2992.
And we're back here in the second half. Jackets lead 44-6 here at Waldron. The Jackets went 7 for 7 in the first half. 7 possessions, 7 scores. The Yellow Jackets got touchdowns in the first half from Zach Gonzalez. Caleb McCarver had a couple. Brayson Littell had a couple. Eli Henson, the senior, he had a touchdown in that first half. And Derek Infante kicked a 33-yard field goal here in a very productive first half for the Yellow Jackets. They lead 44-6. Mercy rule will be in effect here in the second half. And after this long road trip, the Yellow Jackets don't mind that one bit. Big game next week as the Jackets will be back at Jim Tummelson Field taking on the Mena Bearcats. Mena and Dardanelle currently tied for first place in the conference. The Yellow Jackets 1 game behind with 3 games to play, so a lot to play for still here in the season. Jackets coming in tonight 6-1, looking to make it 7-1, and they'll get the ball to start the second half. Sure to see a lot of new faces here in the second half for Christy Fran's Yellow Jackets.
And your kick return squad looks like it will remain the same in for this one. Maybe look for Colton Warren back to return. As Waldron, we'll see if they kick it away from the 40 here in this 44-6 game. I'm Jeff Hall. It's Mike Holly. Aaron Duhan, our video engineer. Kelsey Robertson is in the studio tonight for us back in downtown Clinton. They'll kick it. Little pooch it to the right side, out of bounds. Clinton will have it, I believe, have the option. Now let's see if it is behind the 35, they can take it there. If the kick does not make it to the 35, they take it where it went out of bounds. It looks like it must have went out of bounds right about the 35 because that's, well, no, let's see. I've got an official still with the football up near the 40. So it'll be at the 40. So the ball went out short of the 35-yard line, so you can elect to take it there. And Clinton will have it at the Waldron 40. Let's see who is in the ballgame. So Brody Dufran is in at quarterback. If you were listening and watching earlier, Braden Venable went out of the ballgame with an injury. I think he would maybe be a backup quarterback in the ballgame, but he may not return to that injury. Dufran stays in. I don't know, Brayson Littell has had some quarterback play at times in the past. We'll see if he gets any snaps tonight. Handoff left to right. Harold McNabb lowers his shoulder over the defender across the 50, and that is a Petit Jean Fiber first down to start the second half.
Yeah, backfield of McCarver, McNabb, and Nathan Hutto in the backfield for the Yellow Jackets. You're right. Braden Venable will probably get a lot of snaps during the second half at quarterback. He's got a lower leg injury. He will be out for the rest of the night. Probably see, as you said, Littell probably get some reps before the game's over at quarterback.
Handoff to McNabb. He was in motion from right to left. Gets by one tackler. Second one comes in and takes him out. Looks to be about give him 8 yards on the pickup. So back-to-back carries by Harold McNabb. 10 yards, 8 yards. It's second down and 2.
Jackets pick it up here in the second half where they left off in the first half with a punishing ground game and an opportunistic passing game. Senior Liam Hudson checks in with the play. He had a great catch in the first half.
He'll split wide right. Football's near the far hash on the home side. Dufran looks to the sideline. That goes back under center. That's Creed Brown. It's a handoff to the left side. Gets to the sideline and up across the 35 near the 32, 31-yard line. That's Caleb McCarver on the carry. That is a Petit Jean Fiber first down.
This drive started at the 40, a couple of first downs. The Yellow Jackets have it down at the Waldron 33-yard line. Waldron going with like 3 down linemen. And now they'll go to 4 down linemen, maybe 5 now with one linebacker. The
Uh-oh,
ball's on
drops
the
the
ground.
snap. It's on the turf. Players dive in to get it. And we'll look for a signal, the official. And they'll say Clinton keeps it. What he calls Nathan Hutto able to recover that football.
I will say the PA announcer for Waldron is forever faithful. He got pretty excited on the ball on the turf in a 44-6 game.
We did have a chance to visit. He gave us. We talked to him in the press box before the football game. Super nice guy. We talked to the athletic director as well, and it's a handoff left to right. Turns it back inside in the middle. He's loose. The 20, the 10, the touchdown for the Yellow Jackets. Clinton 50, Waldron 6, Caleb McCarver 32 yards. Another touchdown for McCarver, and an extra point to come.
3 touchdowns on the night for Caleb McCarver, this time from 32 yards out. And the Jackets now lead 50-6. So they've, as Barry Switzer used to say, let's hang half 100 on them. And the Jackets have so far. It's 50-6. Clock is running here in the second half.
Infante, almost a perfect night. He had one kick with a bad snap. He was not able, it was blocked and off, but this one's through the uprights. It's good. It's Clinton 51, Waldron 6, 8 minutes, 50 seconds. We got a running clock. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
The Jackets 8 for 8 now. They score on the first drive of the second half. They go 60 yards, capped off by Caleb McCarver, 32-yard touchdown run.
Infante booms another one into the end zone. That's a touchback, Waldron at the 20. Infante's getting his kicks in tonight.
Yeah, it's a weapon when you can, anytime that you can pin the other team deep on the kickoffs into the end zones just fine. Starts them back at the 20-yard line. Got a message from Angela Bradford. She's watching in tonight. She has restocked the Yellow Jacket hats for the next 2 weeks' games. Also have a new design coming. Can't wait to see everyone on November the 4th. Come have dinner with us. Also at the Yellow Jacket tip-off. We need to talk about that before we get off the air. But Yellow Jackets and Angela Bradford hats restocked. Get your latest Yellow Jacket gear at the trailer next Friday night, as Yellow Jackets will take on the Mena Bearcats in a huge matchup at Jim Thomason Field.
Quarterback, shotgun snap, the keeper up the middle, 7 yards on the gain, 2nd down and 3. Sam Standridge in, number 24 for the tackle. He's at a safety spot, able to come up and make that tackle. Let's see, we may have some new numbers in that Yellow Jackets secondary here in the second half. Short pass, right side, caught on the sideline, makes the move. Looks to be tackled out of bounds up near the 35-yard line. That should be good for a Waldron first down. Also see Joshua Fultz. Now he's coming out of the ballgame. Colton Warren in, Liam Hudson in. I think Nathan Hutto's in the ballgame. Eden Fuentes. And look like Harold McNabb, I think, remains in the ballgame. I think that's Wyatt Dunn, number 47 for the Yellow Jackets. Hayden Jones is in the ballgame at a linebacker spot. First down play for Waldron. Shotgun pass off the hands, a little bit low up at the 35, incomplete. Larry Swan is in the ballgame, and Coy Watley is in the ballgame. Hey, interesting story about Coy Watley. Hey, if you go out to Rabbit Ridge tomorrow, you'll see Coy Watley there for the brunch. Works back in the kitchen, and Coy is the pie maker. And not only can you get his pies at Rabbit Ridge, you can order them. I think it's $25 a pie that Coy bakes up, and they are pretty good. I had one from him a while back, and so check him out at Rabbit Ridge or look for Coy Watley for your holiday pies coming up. Inside handoff up across the 40-yard line, maybe the 41-42, pickup of 6 or 7 on the play. Third down for Waldron. His mom, Amanda Watley, tells me, Coy, he's just not mean enough, though. He's a big guy. He's a lineman, and sometimes it's just hard for Coy to be mean. I guess that's how all the Clinton linemen are. What we've already talked about, Alec, about Creed, about Cash, smiles on their faces, just good-natured, good kids. The Taco Bell Award for Alec Huey today, and I guess Coy Watley, another one of those guys. They just can't get mean, those big old linemen. Handoff on the third down play up to the 45 and across. That should be good for a Waldron first down.
Several Jackets now in the ball game for the first time tonight, and Briar Cullum in the game now for the Jackets. Fultz checks back in for Clinton, so kind of mix and match here as we go along here in the second half. And Waldron with a couple of first downs here on the first possession of the second half.
Shotgun snap, put it in the belly, handoff across the 50, swung down to the Yellow Jacket about the 47, pickup of 6 or 7. Across midfield, clock running under 4 minutes in the third quarter. Clinton 51, Waldron 6.
Nathan Hutto in the game on defense just made that tackle from his outside linebacker position. Got some young linebackers in there. Hayden Jones in the game now on the right side, outside linebacker.
Number 54, we've seen Hayden on offense and defense already this season. And bobbles the snap a little bit, pulls it down. Now going to be forced to run, gets to the end. Dives across the 45. Pickup of about 3, maybe 4 on the carry. Going to bring up third and short for Waldron. I see.
Coach Warren came up for the tackle that time.
Coach Jordan Benson, coaching the defense. I see him down on the sideline. He was having a word there with Zach Hunt Gonzalez, number 34. If you're watching on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page, courtesy of our video engineer, Aaron Duhan. I think my colleague checked with him earlier today. Hey, maybe you want to jump on the truck, ride with us from Russellville. He said, I got to study this afternoon, on Friday afternoon. He's going to be here by 5:30, but Aaron getting his studies in at Arkansas Tech University. And on the rush, first down pickup for Waldron. And always good to hear good things with Aaron going on, and glad to have him with us on Friday nights.
Nobody does it better than the Duhan.
Number 20 goes complete, Jared Howe.
Hey, I mentioned we got people watching all over the country tonight. Coach Pierman's family in California, I think maybe dads, and one of the Carolinas helping with the cleanup crews and the insurance and things over there. Want to mention the Piermans. Glad to have Coach with us, the California kid, as I call him.
We've mentioned we were going to get a chance to talk to him this season. We may work that in on our break tonight. We can swing the camera and get a good look at Coach Pierman, and we'll see if we can get that in before the night's over. We might try that for the quarter, between quarters tonight coming up. Another first down for Waldron, driving the football. It's Clinton 51, Waldron 6, under 2 minutes to play with a running clock here in the third quarter. And Derek Infante, he's practicing his kicking. He kicked it so hard in the net flew forward and went down. Number 8, he's got a leg for the Yellow Jackets. Shotgun snap, pitch to the right side. Trying to get to the end, he does, towards the sideline. Tackled out of bounds. And a good gain. And we'll see. Might be close to another Waldron first down. Clock does not stop, but for an official timeout. So it's a first down. Waldron looks to be at the, the 17, 18-yard line.
Yeah, Sarah Hutchins and their crew's watching at home tonight. It's back in Van Buren County. You see Sarah, she is always on top of everything, and we even had a little meeting this morning with future plans for Yellow Jacket athletic facilities.
Well, if anybody here wants to look at potential press boxes for Yellow Jackets facilities, they should visit the Warren Press Box like we did before the first game. I can't remember the last time we were in as nice a high school press box as what they've got here at Waldron.
Yeah, very nice and spacious. And, they came out of town here and had plenty of room to plan and build a school. You can do all kinds of amazing things. And most schools over the years have grown up and neighborhoods have grown around them. They become landlocked. But if you ever have the privilege, you know, you can go out and build a school from scratch. They did a really nice job here at Waldron with this facility.
Inside handoff, flag on the play, and they did stop the clock for that with 17 seconds remaining. Let's see if when they restart it, if we'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. That flag, that penalty goes against Waldron, so they're backing up. I think they had to move the football inside the 10, but now it's going to take it back all the way back. Is that I'm at such an angle. I think that's back at the 25, trying to see. And that looks like they're going to have to snap it quick. I think they will. We're under 5 seconds in the third quarter. There's the snap. Going to roll to the right. Wants to pass. Pressure coming. Out of bounds. Incomplete. Third quarter comes. Hey, Mike Holly. Coach Keith Pearman. Talk to Coach. Hey, Aaron, swing the camera on Coach Pearman. Mike, talk to Coach.
I don't.
Hey, they always hear us talking about the new guy, Coach Pearman. Here he is, folks. Coach Pearman, our new assistant football coach here, and glad to have you, Coach. Tell the folks a little bit about your background.
Originally from California, got a degree in aerospace engineering from Arizona State University. Recently moved out here to Arkansas, loving it, and love coaching football, and I teach math at Clinton High School, so 2 favorite things, math and sports. Love it.
A lot of math in sports, and we're glad to have you. But from aerospace engineering to high school football, and it's been quite a journey for you.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure, as you said, you love it here in Arkansas now after living in California.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely love it.
You get seasons here.
Oh, yeah.
Not just football season, right? So.
Oh, yeah.
But tell me about your family. You got wife, children?
Oh, yeah. I got my wife. Got a 2-year-old, and of course, when he's old enough, we'll get him in Pee Wee Clinton football.
So your folks are listening back in California. Shout out to them.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to my mom, my dad. Always been supportive of everything I've done. Appreciate them.
Yep. That's great. Yeah, that's Coach Pearman, our new assistant football coach, and high-level math, not just math, folks. If you need some calculus or something, trigonometry, he's your guy. So that's Coach Pearman. We're back to action here. Yellow Jackets lead 51-6. Thanks, Coach. And Waldron is driving. Each team's had the ball one time here in the second half. The Yellow Jackets drove 60 yards to score on their only possession of the half. And now Waldron, they've had the ball for almost 10 minutes. And did he get in the end zone? He did. Touchdown, Waldron, a 15-yard touchdown run for Waldron. He was tackled probably at the 1, but he landed on top of a Yellow Jacket tackler and then rolled over into the end zone. And they took over at the 9:25 mark as they basically a 10-minute drive going 80 yards for the touchdown. And looks like they will go for 2 here. Well, we saw the touchdown signal. The scoreboard still has 6 on it. And the band is playing the fight song.
There it is, 51-12. And the 2-point conversion from the 3. Shotgun snap, looking to pass. Left, not there. Turn it up, run it in. 2-point conversion is good. 51-14, the Yellow Jacket lead. 11 minutes with a running clock here in the fourth quarter. You know, so finally we get a chance to say this on the radio. You know, we've been doing this 18 years. What's the saying? It doesn't take a rocket scientist, or does we actually have a rocket scientist with Coach Pearman in the booth with us tonight. So who would have thought we'd ever get to say that in our high school
if you're around
broadcasting
town,
career?
Some advice on aerospace engineering, you just call Coach Pearman. And so we have a lot of aerospace engineers in the community, or would be aerospace engineers. So yeah, it does take a rocket scientist. Or as Danny Ford used to say, a scientific rocket. So if you're old enough to remember the Danny Ford coaching shows.
Well, it's almost the 9 o'clock hour.
I need to mention, before we get going here, we want to mention this for the next couple of weeks. But Yellow Jacket tip-off, where you can come out and meet and see who all the new Yellow Jacket basketball players are, and there'll be scrimmages. That'll be November the 4th. It's free admission. There will be a Beta Club spaghetti dinner, $5 per plate. That'll be at 5 o'clock. And then starting at 5:30, there'll be a 7th grade girls introduction and game, 5:50, 7th grade boys introduction and game, followed by the junior girls and junior boys. They'll play 12-minute games. Junior and senior cheerleaders, they'll perform that night, followed by the senior high teams. And the senior high teams will have 12-minute scrimmages. And to top it off, at 8:05, it'll be a three-point shooting contest between the girls' basketball team and the boys' basketball team. And at 8:15, we'll cap it off with the dunk contest. That's November the 4th, Yellow Jacket tip-off. Last year, we brought in a Sydney Standards' North Ark College basketball team for a game. Wasn't quite able to work out the logistics on that this year, but you can come out and see all of the Yellow Jackets from 7th grade through 12th grade on November the 4th. Coach Smith, Coach Post, and all their staffs will be on hand. Come on out. Free admission. Come on out, though. Come on out and get you something good to eat at the Hive with Angela Bradford, and that way, and all that money will go right back to Yellow Jacket Athletics. You get in free. Come on out and have a good meal at the Hive.
And the Yellow Jackets, after the kickoff, first down play, going to be a loss of yardage back to the 30. Matter of fact, when you were talking earlier about Angela Bradford is getting, I thought you were about to say getting the concession and stocked up for basketball, but she's still getting things ready for football here in this final regular season run.
The basketball stocked up already, knowing her, so she is never takes a break, and she is a hard worker, and we couldn't do it, Booster Club, without her, that's for sure. I think Braden Venable's actually in the ball game.
There he is, number 15 at the quarterback spot. It's a handoff, flag on the play. Nathan Hutto with the carry. Again, the clock does not stop here under the sportsmanship rule.
Not sure, but I heard he had maybe taken a helmet to the lower leg area, maybe a bruise, maybe able to maybe eventually walk it off here. He's still a little bit ginger on that leg, but it's great to see the sophomore get in and get some snaps under game-like conditions.
Yes, offensive penalty, not many penalties tonight. This ball game against either squad. We'll march that one back. And for this final 7.5 minutes coming up. And they'll break the huddle with Venable under center in the wing tee. Turn, give, start to the right. Black and orange jerseys there. Briar Cullum with a carry, really nowhere to run on that as he had defenders in the backfield in his face. He'll go down. So after the penalty and that play, it'll be 3rd and 22 for the Yellow Jackets. Clinton has not punted tonight, and we might see a punt here if they don't pick up a first down. It's 3rd and 25, matter of fact.
The Jackets have been 8 for 8 so far tonight on possessions. We talked about that trip to Elkins a few years ago. The Yellow Jackets went 8 for 8 and then took a knee on the 9th possession. So they actually went 8 out of 9 that night. And it looks like they're going to go 8 for 9
Inside
tonight.
handoff, lost on the play. Speaking of Elkins, I think that is the number 1 team in Class 4A football, and an Elkins team that ended the Yellow Jackets season last year in the playoffs, and they appear to be as good or better than they were last year. Maybe one of those teams we'll see. We'll start talking about some of those playoff possibilities maybe next week. This game I think you talked about earlier, I don't know, online or offline. This should lock in the Yellow Jackets into the playoffs, and we'll look at some possibilities, maybe some home games and what that might look like. That bracket will start shaping up after tonight with those final 2 regular season games to go.
Yeah, they may be better than last year, even though they lost great quarterback in Dizzy Dean, who's now at Central Missouri, and they lost one of the top 5 running backs in the state, Deshaun Shares. He's now redshirting at Harding University. But they may be even better than they were last year. They're definitely their statistics are better.
Shotguns, or not shotgun. It's a punt by the Yellow Jackets down the field. Hits at the 30. Walden's going to let it go inside to the 25. We'll down it there. And Bulldogs will have at least one more possession with 5.5 minutes to go and a running clock. And
kicking game's been good tonight. The kickoffs have been deep. Some have been in the end zone for touchbacks. Others, the Yellow Jacket kick team got down and pinned Waldron deep in their own end of the field. Extra points and field goals have been almost perfect for the most part, and that was one of the Brody's best punts of the season right there to flip the field over and put Waldron way back at their own 25-yard line.
Mike Colley, one of the games to watch, particularly of interest to us here in North Central Arkansas, but it's a big conference matchup over in Clinton's former conference. I think the Heber Springs Panthers and Lone Oak, they're playing tonight. I think that's a big one.
And Heber has the lead in that one. Heber leads 33-14 on the road at Lone Oak.
Lone Oak, I think, is undefeated in conference, and along with Mills, the undefeated other squad in that conference.
Yeah, that's a really top-heavy conference. There's Mills and a huge drop-off to everybody else. I think, Heber's a solid team. Lone Oak has probably had a fairly soft schedule. And right now, Heber is, leading them 33-14 in the third quarter at Lone Oak.
I think there's one of those playoff scenarios, depending on where the Yellow Jackets fall. We could meet up with a team out of their conference. And so who knows? We could see the Panthers again.
Panthers are going to, with a win tonight, they're going to finish second in that conference, and they lost 41-0 to the conference champ Little Rock Mills.
So it'll be interesting when we talk about some of those top teams. Again, you've got, we already mentioned Elkins, they're on a roll. Dardanelle, I think, Mina and Dardanelle look for their clash to see who finishes number one. Some folks might say, well, Dardanelle's the number one team, but Elkins beat them 51-0, but Dardanelle's been good against our squad. You said Mills has been good in their conference. I think down south you've got Arkadelphia and Malvern coming out of the 4A7 will be good again, and that's a place the Yellow Jackets have been 2 years in a row, 2 of the past 3 years, I guess, and lost to Arkadelphia in the playoffs.
Yeah, Arkadelphia Malvern will play for that conference championship in a week or so. I think maybe Warren and Stuttgart tonight maybe playing for that conference championship.
That's right. We heard that in the Hootens pregame tonight. Warren, where assistant coach Fielder Dufran, former Yellow Jacket coach, son of head coach Chris Dufran. He's an assistant at Warren. You said Warren and Stuttgart, big game down in South Arkansas tonight.
Batesville Southside probably won their conference with a win last week against Highlands.
And Clinton, we mentioned it earlier. Again, still 2 big games to play, but Clinton playing at best. Still maybe a chance for a 3-way tie for first if someone can knock Dardanelle off. Certainly a second-place spot if Clinton could run the table, even if Dardanelle doesn't get beat. So Clinton, they'll be looked at from around the state as one of the top 2 teams, so maybe coming out of this conference. As folks look at the scoreboard around the state.
Gets a share of the title. Dardanelle still has to play Pottsville and Mina.
Quarterback Eli Flutie keeps over the middle. Number 68 makes the stop, Christian Partey. It'll be third down.
Speaking of the Dufrans, Fielder and head coach Chris Dufran, I think the father-in-law Hassel Bittman's birthday today. Is that right? I see Hassel and Sue. I saw them before the ball game, and their daughter Heather Dufran, and a happy birthday to Hassel.
Yep, Hassel's birthday today. Talked to him earlier. They had a little catfish here in downtown Waldron, and so said it was pretty good.
And the other grandparents are listing Sue. Or Sandra Dufran, I think, checked in earlier with us tonight, and she said they're hoping to come next week. Might be their first game in person this season, coming up from West Monroe, Louisiana. And certainly it'll be good to see the Dufrans in town.
Yep, good to see Mr. Ronnie and Miss Sandra. Love to have them back in the hills next week.
And Waldron trailing 51-14. The final drive up the middle. Sam Standard's going to have to come in and make the tackle at the 20.
Jackson Brown buries over the left side.
We mentioned that earlier. Again, Sam's family, his grandparents, they may have the shortest drive home tonight of anybody. They just got to go back to Mount Ida tonight, I think, instead of that long drive back to Clinton. Sam will be one of those guys you'll see on tip-off night on November the 4th. He's going to be a big part of that Yellow Jacket senior boys basketball team, and he's a good multi-sport athlete, Sam Standridge. Walden on the handoff. 20 seconds. Might be the last play unless they hustle. Well, they can call a timeout, stop the clock, if they wanted to try to get a touchdown on the board. They do with 14 seconds remaining. And they want to get it. Well, no, the ball is it a fumble? It is a fumble And the ball is going to go back to the Yellow Jackets with only 14 seconds remaining in the ball game. Yellow Jackets 51, Waldron 14. They've started the clock. We're under the mercy rule. That's going to do it. The teams are going to meet at midfield, shake hands, the coaching staff as well. And this ball game has come to an end. Clinton 51, Waldron 14. Let's take our final break. Back to the studio. When we return, we'll wrap it up. We'll name the first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price, whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive. The team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River Company.
And we're back here. Yellow Jackets win this one by a score of 51-14. Jackets are now 8-1 on the season. That's the best start to the season since 2019 when the Yellow Jackets went 10-1 before they lost to Camden Harmony Grove to end the season that year. But they were 10-1 in 2019. They are now 7-1 as we head to the final 2 weeks of the regular season with a 51-14 win here at Waldron. Jackets jumped out to a quick 21-0 lead. They scored 29 seconds into the ball game as Zach Hunt Gonzalez scored on a 1-yard touchdown run. Made it 7-0 after Derek Infante's extra point. The Yellow Jackets, as we said, scored on 8 straight possessions. On their second possession, they drove 68 yards. Big play was a 46-yard run by Harold McNabb. The touchdown came on an 8-yard run by Caleb McCarver with 5:54 left in the first quarter. It was already 14-0 Clinton. Jackets' next possession, they took over at the Waldron 48, and a 27-yard run by Brayson Littell, one of his 2 touchdowns tonight. And the Jackets led 21-0 with 4:20 still left in the first quarter. That's how the first quarter would end, but the Yellow Jackets would get a 33-yard field goal on the first play of the second quarter to jump out to a 24-0 lead. Jackets would come right back, taking over at their own 26-yard line. On the third play from scrimmage, Brayson Littell raced 69 yards for his second touchdown of the night, and the Jackets jumped out to a 30-0 lead. And the Jackets would take over once again after a Waldron punt. They had great field position at the Waldron 48-yard line, and senior Eli Henson makes a 28-yard touchdown catch on the pass from Brody Dufran, and with 6:23 left in the first half, the Jackets led 37-0. Waldron got their only points of the night only points of the first half, check that, on a Levi Brown 14-yard touchdown run. In fact, he had 2 big runs on the drive. The point after was no good, and with 4:59 left in the first half, Clinton led by a score of 37-6. But the Jackets came right back as Caleb McCarver scored on a 65-yard touchdown run, the second of his 3 touchdowns tonight. And the Jackets would go into the halftime with a score of 44-6. Each team had the ball twice in the second half as the clock was running due to the Arkansas Activities Association mercy rule. Clinton's first possession began at their own 40-yard line. Caleb McCarver would score on a 32-yard touchdown run. Infante's extra point was good. It made the score 51-6. Waldron came back on a 10-minute, 80-yard drive. They got a 15-yard touchdown run, their second touchdown of the night. That touchdown came from Jackson Brown, the player, not the singer. and Brown scored. The 2-point conversion was good, and with 10:55 left in the fourth quarter, it was Clinton 51 and Waldron 14. The Jackets would punt their only time of the game on their next possession, and then Waldron on their final possession of the game would drive to the Clinton 25, actually to the Clinton 15. They took over at their own 25, but they would fumble, and the clock would run out before the Jackets had a chance to run another play. Your final score, Clinton 51 and Waldron 14. Jackets now 7-1 on the year, 4-1 in conference play, and they have now qualified for their 9th straight trip to the playoffs, and that's win number 154 for head coach Chris Dufresne. And the Jackets will return to Jim Tomlinson Field next Friday night as they take on the Mena Bearcats in a key conference game right now. Mena and Dardanelle are tied for first place, undefeated, and the Yellow Jackets are one game behind with that one loss to Dardanelle. So should be a good one next Friday. We need everybody out at Jim Tomlinson Field.
Do you remember back when we started this 18 years ago, I think, for broadcasting for Sid King here at KHBQ? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think at that point, Clinton maybe had only had like 2 playoff appearances in school history. I don't think they'd had a win in school history, and now they've had 10 in a row years of going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Is that right?
It's amazing. Yeah, they had a playoff appearance, I think, in 1970, and there was one in 76, and then you had to jump to like 89. But, yeah, Coach Dufresne, this is 9 straight, plus I think another 5 or 6 more on top of that. And, of course, we didn't get a playoff win until 2005. They beat McGee under head coach Chris Dufresne. He owns all the Clinton playoff victories. So, yeah, and still tell people, there's some people out there that still remember this. You know, the 6 years before he got there, the Yellow Jackets went 6-54 before he came and took over the program. And it has reached people say, hey, remember the good old days? Well, you know, we're living the good old days pretty much of Clinton Yellow Jacket football. Never take it for granted.
And living the good days. You know, my dad, Michael, watches games on YouTube, and he likes to see the camera after the game and see the families down talking to the kids and taking pictures. And again tonight, I can tell you can't see them on camera, but I think the biggest family pick tonight is going to be one of our first Arkansas Bank and Trust players of the game, Brayson Littell. Everybody's here tonight. They're taking pictures down there. Hey, how about Littell? Maybe Caleb McCarver. They both have big nights, kind of a time to shine. Those two guys running the football into the end zone. Touchdowns tonight. Littell and McCarver, maybe our first Arkansas Bank and Trust players of the game.
Yeah, I got to go with you on that one. Caleb McCarver, both players, Caleb McCarver, the junior, Brayson Littell, the senior, both went over 100 yards rushing tonight. McCarver had 3 touchdowns on the night from 8, 65, and 32 yards. And Littell had a 27 and a 69-yard touchdown run. And we even forget about this, they both play on defense, and so the tackles on defense, McCarver's job in the secondary, so you know those guys play both ways. So a great night tonight for our first Arkansas Bank and Trust players of the game. Junior Caleb McCarver, senior Brayson Littell, both players went over 100 yards and combined for 5 touchdowns tonight in the Yellow Jackets victory over Waldron. Thanks to First Arkansas Bank and Trust for your support of Yellow Jacket athletics.
You know,
go ahead.
I saw their posts this week, and I think reposted those on the Clinton High School Sports Facebook page. First Arkansas Bank Trust, they went up to school, took pictures of the players of the game from the past games, and posted that with a couple of their employees from there. And so, yeah, stop in the Northside Branch Shopping Center. Tell them you enjoy listening, watching the game tonight, and they're part of that. They've been our Player of the Game sponsor, one of our title sponsors. They're part of the live stream sponsor as well, along with Hogs and Heifers and Petty Jean Fiber. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to mention this. We're really lucky in a small town. We have a great local owner that allows us to bring you the Yellow Jackets night in and night out. But if you get a chance, thank those sponsors. It takes the support to get all this on the air. We love it. It's a labor of love for us. We love to bring the games back to people who can't go. But also, if you get a chance, thank those sponsors. Some of those sponsors, they've been with us for years, and you hear the commercials each week. But you give those folks a shout-out and thanks for helping us bring you Yellow Jacket athletics.
Well, we better get off the air and bring the football gear back to Clinton in the truck tonight, driven by Phillip Jones. He's probably waiting on us over at the field house. Well, there's still a couple of players here tonight that maybe they got to go back and get ready too. But I think that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. We'll be back at Jim Tomlinson Field next week. So thanks for joining us tonight. For Sid King getting us set up throughout the week. For Kelsey Robertson, our studio engineer. For Aaron Duhan, another spectacular tonight, running the video, coming over from Arkansas Tech University. And glad to have Aaron with us this year. For my colleague, I'm Jeff Hall. You've been listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.